All right, who's got the gosh darn nerd clicky clacky going on? It's Matt over here.
That was me. That was my mechanical keyboard.
Oh my gosh!
You know what? Shut up.
I've got this fancy keyboard.
I know what you're into. All right, so calm down, buddy.
I have a chair. King of the castle.
I have a chair. I have shoes. In the chair, in the shoes.
Honk, honk. Honk, honk.
Okay, everybody, welcome to Unpaid and Underrated, episode 104. That's it. We did it. We made it to 2 years. Bam, bam, bam.
We did it.
I think my wife heard that from the other room through my headphones.
Oh, good. Then you're in trouble, not us.
Yeah.
This is the podcast for crew, by crew, created by crew, and 2 years strong because of you guys.
Shaboot!
Shaboot! Yes. Broke Matt already. Oh, the shaboot is perfect every time.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things I'm really proud of contributing to this podcast, but Shaboot and Keith here, by the way, those are like the top ones. What you guys didn't notice last week is in our show notes in the Lost episode where Kevin was contributing to the show notes. You had made an edit to which I said, I don't like this edit. And Kevin said, oh, but I have a really good answer, to which I responded, Keith here, by the way. That is a really good answer. Go ahead and do it. And nobody pointed that out. I don't care. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway, yeah, welcome. This is it. This is 2 years. This is the program we got. 8 people are sitting here with us now. Paul's here. Big Spicy Pizza's here. One of the Davids is here. Ryan Shaboot is here. Shaboot. And honestly, this is just a celebration of what we've been able to accomplish. So we did invite, what's his name? Mostly at videos, mostly porn memes, mostly, what are you going by now?
Man by many names, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh, we're not referring to ourselves in the third person?
Well, you can. I think that's a good bit for the rest of the entire thing, but mostly squat videos. Matt is here. He's going to join us hopefully for most of the episode, if not all of the episode, as our co-host today. Nathan's here as well. Big Nate AI.
Guys, I found a horn.
God, I hate you so much. I'm gonna shove that virtual horn up your ass.
It was hiding under my desk. This is so much fun.
I didn't know I had one. Also, I forgot I was on a podcast. I was just sitting here listening for like a solid 5 minutes there.
Just blasting horns, because like, what else do you do when you're listening?
Dude, I'm always blasting horns.
Oh, here we go. And I think Big Keith is here too, if you guys can hear his voice.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. Actually, fun thing I noticed, before we get into the general topics, when Keith was on last week's episode of Home Gym Regrets, do you always say everything twice?
It's a habit, yeah. And I think I mentioned it a while ago on here where I said it to a woman like in like a professional setting. I don't remember what it was, and she like got so confused, and then like she responded back saying something in a double phrase, and like we were both just confused, and it was the most awkward experience ever because I don't know, but yes, I often think it's just a habit now. I don't know if it started with howdy howdy. Like I'd have to like really take stock of my life and see what else I say. There's at least 5 or 6 other terms that I do double say, and it's just habitual at this point.
Yeah. Can you say, I'm gonna go get the papers,
No, I don't think I don't repeat just like part of it. It's like the whole thing, and it's usually like a very it's like a 2 to 3 word thing.
Well, Keith, as a movie connoisseur, that was a good movie reference, and I'm surprised
I lost it. I can't keep track of everything.
As a movie connoisseur, Keith doesn't remember any movie he's ever watched.
No, nobody's ever seen Goodfellas or has been quoted it to. Yeah, that's fine. No, go ahead. Keep moving on.
That was from Goodfellas?
Yeah. The guy, he always said everything 2 times. Like, I'm going to get the papers, get the papers.
Yeah, that was Jacob 2 Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. I don't think I've seen Goodfellas in like 20 years.
David Hunter bailed. He said, congratulations and everything. So thank you for joining us for the pre-show. Obviously, a lot of grease going on with the pre-show this week. So thank you for joining for some of that. Big Spicy Pizza still here. All right, gentlemen, let's fuck this pig.
I do say that is a Keith special.
Fucking pigs.
I said that before, like every episode for like 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, I let that one sit on purpose.
You don't have like a squeal on your soundboard there, Nate? Like a oink, oink, oink.
I got one sound.
Get one speed.
I hate you so much. Ugh. If there was never a reason to not go to Toledo, I just found one.
What does Toledo have to do with literally anything, Keith?
And is it pronounced Toledo?
I don't live anywhere near Toledo.
Yes, you do, adjacent.
One time we were out at dinner
insulted.
and they started clearing the tables behind us. We had like a table of dinner people, like 15 people for a birthday. And they were like, oh no, we're bringing in the DJ. And my wife and I both yelled at the same time because they were bringing in the DJ, and then the DJ set up and did that sound immediately. So that brings back that harkens some very good memories with my wife. Should we rate last week's episode? Or do you guys just want to get into like some general topics and then jump into this week?
Sure, I'm good either way. What was last week's episode? I don't even remember.
It was the regrets.
Oh yeah, I was on it. So 5 out of 5 big Keiths.
Every episode Keith is on is his favorite episode.
Oh yeah, I was on that thing. I did that.
I did have a random buddy reach out to me. He was like, I think he was just getting into Massonomics. I think he just started a powerlifting. You know, what we need is a more powerlifting federation. So he like, yep. I've never even heard of the Powerlifting Federation. He was like bringing to New York, but he was doing that with his wife, and they got Tanner to actually send him some money to be a little sponsor for him. And he was reaching out to me just because he was like diving into Massonomics world after that. And he was like, I could have swore I heard you on one of the podcasts, and I was like, yeah, I've been on 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So it was just a cool dialogue to have him like be very interested in that for someone that's like not crew. So it was a pretty cool experience.
That one was 5 out of 5 big Keiths.
Yeah.
Keith heads at least.
It's like a Nate staring at all the Keith's heads behind him.
I was looking for one. I don't know where.
Yeah, we can find one.
I got my certified gym sticker, raw power, chicken bake. Where's the?
I probably should not have lost my big Keith sticker.
I gave blood in Aberdeen. Shout out to a simple Ryan. Found it.
Hey, there he is.
There's my Keith head.
Keeper.
Just goes right back in with the background.
Yeah, that was the funniest part too, because he like shared the post of like just his random care package from Tanner, and I was like, I don't think he understood why there was a picture of my face in it at all. Because he like is like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, it's a very long story.
Not really.
I know, but it's like I was like, because he would like even like he hinted that he would listen to you, and I was like, become an extreme fan of Massonomics before you do that.
Nate's showing off his knife, so I pulled out my ram's horn knife because big knife guys over here. Big knife guys.
Check this out. Watch me do this switchblade, guys. 200 episode. We're getting crazy.
Yep. The funny part is, even if you are doing it, Zoom's just editing it all out with your filter.
It's because it's dangerous. We're so greasy and dangerous on the 200 episode. It's so greasy.
Anyway, I'm going to give last week's episode 5 out of 5 Malibus because I don't know what else to do.
I wish the timing had worked out better and he was able to sell it to Jack. So like Tanner could get the Malibu for Jack, but they already got the wagon, so they seemed pretty happy with that. But like that almost like it was in like within like 3 months it would have been.
You mean the Ford
timing.
Freestyle?
Yeah, that I don't think I've ever seen one of those in person. So
they don't really exist. It's a whole thing. It's all made up.
Well,
like
yeah, that's
Robin.
Yeah.
Yum. Well, did you see that? There's big breaking news on that. Hey, speak of the devil, one Big Mo might just buy said Malibu. Did you see that, Keith?
He's so confused. He shows up and he's like, "What?"
That was perfectly timed.
Yeah, that was actually perfectly timed.
Yeah.
So
there's the potential of still keeping it in the family. Like not first. I don't know. Is Mo like third cousin, second cousin at that point?
I think everyone in South Dakota is related. Isn't everyone a Phillips? That's what I thought. Everyone's just a Phillips out there, right?
I prefer Flathead personally.
Sorry, Nate. I'll unmute you when it's time to call on you. I appreciate you being here though, but right now we're not muting anybody.
I heard you, Nate. It was funny. Ish, but no one laughed at the Phillips joke that I made, so we just return the favor.
Good.
Harder.
Matt, do you have a rating for last week? Nate, what's your rating?
As someone who the only two things I've ever bought and sold and like okay with it, one of them was a reverse hyper. I was like, okay, I see the common trend here. So I'm gonna give that episode 5 out of 5 Rogue Scout.
Nice.
Nate, do you have a rating? So we can
I have a rating. One of the best episodes I've ever listened to. I listened to like a solid. Well, I went to hop on the live show because I wanted to get greasy with the boys. And I get on this live show, and what voice do I hear? Just Keith blabbing about, and I'm like, I literally hear this guy. Enough already. I was so annoyed. I was like, I wanted to get greasy with the boys. What do I get? I just get Keith. That's not at all what I wanted.
It's not
just howdy over and over again.
Huck and like 10 other people didn't answer. So like Tanner knew, someone would answer.
Yeah, I was very upset, and so I gave up. But when I circled back around to ye old Overcast and listened to the episode with less Keith on it, because the entirety of the episode was long and Keith was short.
Skip.
Yeah, I skipped Keith's part.
I hate you guys so much.
After I got through that, it was great. One of my favorite episodes. You want to know what I give it, Joey?
I
give it 5 horns.
Somebody take that horn from him.
Literally, no one can. I'm unstoppable.
That's true. I did allow you permissions. God, I'm stupid sometimes.
Wrong again, Joey.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Oh shit! I should have got him on here tonight. I
Still can. Still time.
Can. Yeah, I could just email him the link.
Just get him to 200.
This is episode 200, isn't it?
104, I believe.
2 years, 200. Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, 2 years is 200 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah. You and I got that. I don't think anyone else will. But yeah.
Not big man.
Nate was so confused because he was like, episode 200 is going to be like 3 years from now. And I'm like, oh, no, we meant episode 2-year anniversary. That's like in 2 weeks. You have to be on that.
We're not big math over here, like Matt just said. He just got overwhelmed by all the horns and sound effects.
Dude, we do this every week. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This podcast is in all caps. We are out here tonight, boys. Fully adrenalized, fully ready to go.
Got a quick story. I wanted to put this in the text group, but I thought it would be funnier to say it out loud. So I went to go put on a sweater the other day, and I said, all right, I'm going to wear this sweater. And I was like, oh, shit. I had lifted in the sweater earlier, and I said, oh, it has chalk on it. To which my boy comes running into the room and yells, chocolate?
That's funny.
And I'm like, no, it has chalk on it. And he was just like, oh, boring. And then turns and leaves the room. And it's like, you know what, pal? Yeah. That you're not wearing pants.
Matt has no pants on. He stood up. He's got no pants. Matt's
Look at that little Vienna sausage. It's so small. Okay.
I thought Matt was wearing a thong.
Yeah, he said BRB and stands up and he's not wearing pants.
Just hanging dong on us.
That was
he's got the lift silkies on, which God, I miss my silkies. But yeah, that was really
I can't believe Jeff just missed that. What a bummer for Jeff.
What a bummer for Jeff. Poor Jeff, missing all the dongs.
That is funny. Chocolate. I enjoy that.
Actually, that was really funny. My poor boy, he was so bored with me when I was like, "No, chalk."
What'd I miss?
We had some chalk talk last night. So had a couple different crew meetups at my house and or just Rochester in general this week. So Big Robo made it out last Sunday with him and his girlfriend. They were in town doing some family stuff, and they were able to pop over about a half hour to get a little gym tour in, shoot the breeze. It was really cool to show off the gym and just talk to crew for a while. Met them at the Arnold, and it's just a good time. And then this last night, Chad was in town for some work stuff. So me, Chad, and Big Chris Mark went out to dinner, and then ended up back here hanging out, doing some grip chain training for about an hour, and definitely got into some chalk debate because, double fisting the grip implements. Yeah, so just definitely had some. We actually at one point had like 3 different chalks that we were comparing of the moistness and the texture and the block versus loose, etc. So, good times. Lots of chocolate going on.
Wait, did you say chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate. Yep.
Sick.
Chalk is lit, right?
Where'd you go to? What kind of food you eating, huh?
We got it was my second experience with Korean food, right? Korean barbecue.
Oh,
Wait,
a man of culture, I see.
I might be. I think it was
It's
Korean.
still like I know like every like other week, Jen or I, like Keith, I can't believe something you just said. Like the fact that you said, "Oh, I've never had Korean barbecue before." Like they're everywhere, man. Like, do they not have them in upstate New York? I mean, it's a big state, so
my wife has you think my palate is tame? Like, my wife won't eat anything that like she's not used to. So it's like I don't have that opportunity to go out to like dinner dates and like try new stuff with her. So Chris has taken me to like probably like 3 or 4 new places I've never had. But yeah, it was more of a sit down place rather than the barbecue place, and I don't know, it was really good. I enjoyed it. There was definitely some shit I had no clue what I was eating whatsoever. So, but at the end of the day, it was decent amount of protein, and it was convenient for everybody to get to.
some alley meat found in the alley.
This was like this was a very like mom and pop ran place, like very like a newly remodeled store, brand new. So like definitely didn't get like the no skeeved out like some other places you might go to.
I always seek out the mom and pop Korean barbecue restaurants if I have the option myself.
That's the
None of
good
the
stuff.
mainstream ones, the mom and pop ones.
Yeah, Keith's going to white people Korean barbecue restaurants. Forget that.
He also lives in Rochester, New York, so I feel like that's kind of
enough.
The default there.
Looking for a gong sound. I don't have one.
That might have been slightly racist, so maybe don't do the gong sound on that one.
Oh, sorry, Evan.
Well, you can always blame it on Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different name.
A Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. Yep. All right, guys. Do you want to
let's talk. Yeah, well, I'll touch base on David's YouTube video. Did anyone get a chance to watch that? I did. I think this was like one of the older videos. We haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Dude, it literally came out today. What are you talking about?
As in,
it can't be that old. It's less
like,
than 24 hours old.
I think it was. I'm not sure who had a longer time in the queue, David or Paul, but it worked out really good for Paul. So hoping it. I enjoyed David's gym tour. It did get a little more clarity on how tall he is, because that's always been in question, because he looks tall as shit. But it's like maybe it's just a really short rack. But the fact that he's like 2 inches taller than Tanner, at least what it looked like, and I know Tanner's 6'2", 6'3", so big Dave's got to be 6'4" minimum. So. Good to know for someone who's got to compete against him in a couple months. But all in all,
are you in a height competition?
Yeah, it's time to get out the tape measure.
He gets
David, get on camera.
of being that tall to put a sandbag over a 54-inch apparatus, whereas me being a couple inches shorter, it's gonna be a little harder. But
we do give the Davids a lot of shit too, and we have to be prepared to fight the Davids if need be. And reach is going to be very important. So the taller somebody is, the more reach they have. Like you gotta know these things. All right, this is very important.
Fair point. But anybody else get a chance to watch the video?
Nope.
I don't normally consume the longer form YouTube stuff. I did watch that today.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got a nice little gym there. Must be nice to have space. Hope to have some myself one day.
Yeah. Well, you should have built a bigger she shed last time.
Well, the whole reason, I don't know if I told you this, the whole reason I have a 264 square foot shed is because you need a license for 265 and above.
Yeah, I think, you think you told us that last time.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I hate.
But you just need to do like 2 of them,
Yeah, the wife vetoed that. I tried that too. It's not happening.
2 of them with like a little
connector, the sky bridge between the 2. So I can walk from one to the other.
Yeah.
She'd love that.
There's just a set series of tunnels in the back of Matt's house connecting many sheds so he can avoid licenses.
There is actually a woman in the next county over. She's this whole thing of she's digging a tunnel underneath her house. And I don't know if you guys saw this in the news.
I have seen her. I've seen her on TikTok.
Yeah, she basically got told. Yeah, she got told to stop work, and then she submitted the plans to the county, and the county like, You're good. Ominous, continue with your work. So he's building this whole tunnel complex underneath their house in Fairfax County. It's wild.
That one keeps popping up on my feed where she's like, just doing it all. I don't know, some like science chick, or I can't remember what her handle is, but like, or what her sketch is, but it's like, I don't know. It doesn't, I wouldn't want to go down there.
Yeah.
I like Matt saying the Matt versus everybody. So Matt Sundling is here.
Yes.
And he says, feds equal no freedom, which I think is true. The powerlifting feds have taken away all of our freedom. Otherwise we don't get into political talk here. But do want to thank everybody for showing up. I think we really should get to the meat and potatoes of this episode at some point.
Yep. Well, I'd say anybody that's on right now, if anyone's in the group chat that can only be on for the next like 10, 15 minutes, let us know. We'll prioritize you. Anyone that can be around for a while, just kind of hang out with us.
Are you saying that we're going to get into the title topic for the night?
Yes, you should hit the title topic.
Yeah. Well, before we get into the title topic, everyone knows we have to have the title topic sound.
Yep.
All right, now
do it.
We can proceed.
Now we can finally do this. Yep. I am going to keep Matt on because so just for people that maybe are listening to this episode without any background, Matt was constantly made fun of for 68 episodes of this podcast. And then we brought him on for episode 69, and I had the worst sinus infection of my life. And I had specifically built this episode for 68 episodes, and then I was a piece of shit and sick. So there was no way that I was not having Matt on for this episode, because I owed him so much more time. I owed him so much more attention. A little bit of guilt there, but at the same time, Matt is genuinely funny, and I'm going to keep him unmuted for the entire time. He's going to join us as just a regular host for this episode.
We're talking about Matt Sundling, right?
Yeah.
Mostly Matt. Okay.
Yeah. Mostly Matt.
I understand.
I thought it was almost Matt.
Not the guy that look at Big Chad here with that. He's wearing a white hat and he has a white lampshade above his head.
Yeah, I know. I thought he had a gigantic hat.
Were you wearing a bucket hat when you joined? At first, I was like, all right, Limp Bizkit era is back. So what I kind of wanted to do was, I think, let's start with the hosts for now. And Jamiroquai, actually perfect.
I didn't prepare anything. We're supposed to prepare something?
Yeah, that sounds like a personal problem. We're going to...
do we need a sponsor read? Does anyone have a sponsor read?
Does anybody have a sponsor
Keith,
read?
did you prepare your sponsor read? Hold on.
That's what I love. What I've always loved about BW Tax is, you could be someone like me. I have a W-2 job still. Got to support the wife, the kids. There you go. Kids, there's child tax credits. It's the government has really created a wild maze that is income tax and loopholes and all that. And that's what the folks at BW Tax, that's their bread and butter. I mean, that's what they're known for and what they've come to be so excellent at. And that's why, you could talk to them remotely, even if you're from some place in the sticks like Western Northeast South Dakota, you can still talk to a warm body at BW Tax. It's not a bot. It's not a chat GPT service. It's real people there providing a real service. And that's what I love about them at bwtax.
bwtaxllc.com.
Yeah, that's what it was. Sometimes I forget, but that's what I like. That's what I like about them.
Thank you, Tanner.
Oh God, Grant butchering our name. Like, I know he's done it like 3 times now because I've made like a similar.
Is it underpaid, but it was paid, underrated, paid, and
he even like shoehorned some words in there that he's never like unachievable or something. And I'm like, wait, what? like where are you even pulling these out of your ass from? It was great, and it was like a solid like 40 seconds. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be good content. It made my day. It was really good. But
so
good ad read, Tanner.
Anyway. Nate's just typing away. I don't know who he's typing.
That's not me. That's Matt. This freaking nerd keyboard.
I'm done.
He's texting me. He's like, "This sucks. Why am I here?"
Helps improve my KD ratio when I'm playing video games.
Okay. Speaking of nerds, I was gonna say like the three of us, 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, we could start. Don't look up series work history. We specifically don't talk about that.
Who?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, did you guys hear about the like head of the Siri AI development team at Apple is getting all messed around? Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yes.
They're making big
All
leaps.
messed around.
Gene Engendrea or whatever, however you say his name, it's crazy. He's getting removed from like lead for all the ML AI stuff, and someone else is taking over. It's been a big thing in the news. It must be what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
totally
sounds about
affected
right.
my life in every way, shape, and form.
It's huge. It could. I mean, you know.
So
as they say.
anyway, can we like focus? Can we fuck us, everybody,
I'm not fucking.
dude? Okay, we'll start with Keith. Then we'll go to Matt. Then we'll go to Nathan, and then I'll finish. Do you guys have anything you want to do? Talk about the celebration of our 2-year episode, what it's meant to you, what you enjoy about it, or do you have any favorite moments in particular? Keith, you sound unprepared. Should I not start with you?
I'm good. I mean, I think anything I'm gonna share, I've shared in the past, more or less. Like my thoughts haven't changed too much. Reflecting on the past 2 years, I don't really want to cherry pick anyone and say that was my favorite moment, that was my favorite episode, but just what we've built, the community we've built. Giving people the opportunity, giving people the platform, and then watching that play out like in real life, and then on Instagram and in Discord. Like I feel that this podcast has like been a stepping point for people to create so many friendships and interactions that like wouldn't have happened potentially if it was just Mastomics Discord. I mean, this is like such an extra level of like listening to someone talk for an hour to 2 hours or 3 hours in some fucking cases. It's like you're not going to get that anywhere else. So like you're literally like looking into someone's life and finding things where you're like, oh, I have this in common with them and that in common with them, and then I'm sure that's people have DM'd each other and created bonds and friendships and little cliques and stuff of people that have shit in common inside of crew, and it's just like I feel that us giving them people that platform has definitely had to have helped with that, and I've seen it firsthand, and it's really great. I enjoy it every week. I've gotten to know fucking, I think I'd have to do the math. We've had like 90 guests on or 85 different guests on. So that's crazy that we've literally deep dived 80 plus people's lives to some extent. Like that is wild. Like I haven't, like think about that. Like you've had that many in-depth conversations over the last 2 years. You're meeting a new person almost every single week and continuing that relationship in some capacity. Like that doesn't happen. Like no one adds that many people to their Rolodex in their life, but we have had that opportunity too, and that luxury too. So, that is probably my proudest thing is like, giving people the opportunity, and then like just the selfishness of like, we get the best of it because we get to know each and every one of these people, whereas other people just get what they get from the podcast. We get to have the conversations. So I just enjoy, expanding my scope of friendship and crew, and it just makes the in-person stuff that much more memorable and enjoyable because I actually have relationships with the people, and it's not just like meeting people for the first time.
What and we and we just brought in the Ford Focus here, or the Ford not the Ford Focus, not the Ford
Freestyle.
You literally have one job. Just freaking do your
Shut
job.
up!
Be a professional
Shut
one
up!
time.
We are not professionals. It comes down to when we were at Los Campeones, and Spicy Pizza, you were there, and I knew why you weren't lifting heavy, and I saw somebody else specifically training deadlifts, and like it was one of those things where I pulled Tommy aside and I was like, hey man, this is what we do. Everybody here knows now each other and what's going on, why they're training that, why they're not training that, why they're not lifting that. And, it really comes down to just, it's getting to know each other so that when somebody does post in the unpaid or in the Discord, which is the first behind a paywall ever, and we just get it. We just know each other. We remove all questions. Now, the reason I was saying we're joined by somebody, Tanner is here.
Who?
Tanner, do you remember for the first like 20 episodes where you refused to say their name?
Yes, one of the hosts. That was
we just
hard
called him
to-
one of the. Oh, it was so.
No,
hard.
you guys
fucked
did
that up from
the worst.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, well, because we wanted to start collectively we had all these like bits we wanted to do from the beginning, and I'm like,
Tyler's
this is fucking
here.
hard. This is so hard to actually like try to do.
Tanner, would you like to contribute? I want to respect your time. I don't know if you're going to be here for very long.
You think he's gonna die?
We're only respecting
no,
Tanner's
dude,
time.
he's
Everybody
just-
else stick around all night.
He's got to
before
go.
quick, Tanner, before you get out of here, like
He's got to go and send out our orders.
he's coming to Ohio. He's getting in that Ford Freestyle and driving it all the way over here.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
were
I'd
leaving.
rather
They were
die than
leaving
go
in
to
the morning.
Ohio.
Can you swear on this thing?
Fuck yeah,
Keith can.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about what we've enjoyed about Unpaid and Underrated over the last 2 years. Is that right?
Sure.
Yep.
Did anyone mention yet the friends we made along the way?
It's
in the
a
DMs.
few times. Yep.
Maybe it's cliche, but I would hate to forget the friends that we made along the way. No, I would have a comment on it. I guess I have maybe a different perspective than most, but I've mentioned this before and it's been said, but it is, getting to know the people that listen and interact and engage with us through our podcast, and then having your podcast that actually allows us to get to know those people is pretty cool and pretty unique, and we wouldn't really have that exact thing going on if it wasn't for the Unpaid and Underrated podcast. So I really appreciate that about it.
Thanks, Tanner. And we wouldn't have a podcast without you because, you really believed in us when we said we were going to do this dumb idea. It is when you really consider it, this is a silly idea. And all the barriers that we kind of gave ourselves, like, how do we do this? How do we do that? Tanner was the first to be like, no, I'll get rid of that. I'll move that. I'll handle that. And, we're here because of Tanner's support. So
What's that? What's that, Tanner?
that looks like the tractor, the trailer. What the fuck,
Yeah.
Joey?
I'll sign off pretty soon, but I wanted to just get a couple 2 cents in there, and then also I wanted to show. Oh, Mary wants to wave too. I don't know if you can
Mary?
see her. Off the door.
Hey.
And Annie's there too. So they just made it on.
Yep, they can get a check mark now if they're sporting members.
Yeah, Mary's showing off her sticker wall. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. She wants more stickers from crew for her sticker door.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yep, that can be handled.
Oh. Yeah. Say hi.
No.
Yeah. Say hi. Say hi.
Getting
That's
parents
Keith and Joey.
from the Baird children.
Yeah. All right. Good work, guys. And did everyone notice the Ford Freestyle? Just
It's beautiful.
make sure.
Yeah, none of us missed it. Trust me.
Beautiful machine.
It looks like a handy unit.
It's a very handy unit. I couldn't have said it better myself. All right. Thanks, guys.
Later,
Thanks,
buddy.
Tanner.
Do you like how when he said, "Can you swear this thing?" and then a cavalcade of F-bombs came out and they just walked away from his family?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you kids don't need to hear this. All right.
Until Nate closes this, I can't see anybody. So
Dude. All right.
it doesn't work. That was awesome. Thank you, Tanner.
Thanks, Tanner. Who's next? Matt, do you want to go next? Saving Nate for last so he screams in our face and blasts us with horns.
We have 15 people in here. That's
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Kind of the same thing that like Keith was saying, just being able to talk to people. And, you go to that first Lift Hard, Live Easy, you're a little apprehensive. And it's like, all right, there's all these people that we've communicated and, going back several years, we were only communicating on Instagram and through comments on orders, and the Discord happened, and you just actually start to get to meet some people and talk to them, and then this has just opened up an entirely new level of that. So when you're, 12:30 at night and you're sitting at the zoo talking to somebody after the meet, you actually can talk somewhat intelligently about their background and actually have something to talk to them about, and find a lot of the people that you have some niche interest in, just hearing some of the other people talk about stuff, and you go, like, oh my God, I'm into that weird thing too. So it's just cool to be able to meet everybody. Like, Keith was saying, it's a great community, and, it just keeps on growing. And so you guys are doing a great job in helping to do that. And I'm just You're along for the ride.
Having Nate Green send me the Aztec death whistle, and he specifically said, "What are the odds that we both know what that is?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's pretty slim odds." And then he sends me one because my wife wouldn't buy me one, so like Nate did that for me. Like, yeah,
Does she still hate it immensely?
Oh, absolutely. My son keeps asking me to blow it. And then I'm just like, you're just not allowed. He's like, let's go outside and blow the Aztec death whistle. I'm like, no, because the neighbors will hate us. They will hate us. Nate,
Anthony on the toilet?
Huh?
Is
Anthony on the toilet?
Anthony is in prime toilet position. You know what that means?
Do you have a sound for that, Nate? I don't.
Yeah, he just played it. It's the horn.
Oh,
Nate, I'm gonna tag you in, and then I'm gonna
Wrong again, Keith.
Nate, I'll tag you in on this one, and then I think we should start just letting people join.
Yep, let it rip.
I think there's only one answer to this question, and that's glazesearch.com.
I gotta send you my updated list. Burning through some. Shrek. I watched Shrek. We'll talk about that later.
Everybody likes to say, Nate, I'm gonna just for a second. Everybody likes to say that me trolling Keith is an art form. And I talked about it last week. I can troll Keith with one sentence, and it's hilarious. I don't need to dogpile. I don't need everybody to come in. But then there's what you do. And you invest time and money and like entirety of your life sometimes to trolling Keith. So yeah, please talk about Glaze Search, talk about the Keith's Head background, talk about the Keith's Head app, all of the things that you have done that have made this wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really out here just to make friends and just to be buddies. So the fact that I get to hang out with you guys and make silly websites and little web apps and all the good stuff, it's great. And a lot of people, they talk about how mean I am to Keith and how I hate him. And, you know, I make these websites, and really it was a tool for him to find his own ratings. And you guys really missed the plot and all that. But I just want to go through the list of all the good things I've done to Keith. I've compiled a list, and I've been keeping this for years. The first thing I did, I don't have anything. But it would be pretty funny if I did. Just keeping track. No, but yeah, I love these guys. I love playing jokes on them, having fun. And that's really what we're here for. Cause, we're not a bunch of serious geese. We're a bunch of, I would say, a disturbed geese, or something like that. I don't know, but we're here to party, and I'm here to party. So if that means making websites that, you know, track people's movie ratings, I'll do it. Daggone it. If it means making websites for stinking Massonomics reviews count, I'll do it. If we need a bingo website, I'll do it.
I didn't have that on a bingo card.
Yeah, you got to get Massonomics.bingo, the most expensive domain I own that continually renews, which is, I really should let it lapse, but we said it on a podcast. It needs to survive forever. I love what we do. Love the opportunity to make some jokes and have some fun with you guys. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I just keep forgetting I'm on a podcast, quite honestly, tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Is this a podcast or just a meeting this week?
Are we recording? Yeah, I think is the real question.
Oh, fuck. I better check that.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
All right, good.
This time.
Nate would have used more horns if he knew we were recording a podcast, I think.
Yeah, for sure. You know what every podcast needs? It's another horns. Let's get some horns in the chat. Horns in the chat, boys. I was trying to look at nothing. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they called me in high school.
We got the picture to prove it.
Yeah, there it is. There's the one. I was going to look through if I could easily determine the amount of lines of code in Glaze Search, and I can't find it. So,
Keith broke himself. That's perfect.
Yeah, definitely woke Stephanie up with that laugh.
That's classic comedy. Matt, I'm going to ask you at this point. Is there anybody you want to tag in to talk here?
This is like a Royal Rumble of crew, right?
I don't know.
Joey?
I mean, Jeff's already got kind of his limelight with the ad stuff. I don't know. Maybe we get another Matt into the situation.
All right.
What's Matt Sunland got going on?
Okay, Matt, I'm going to ask you to unmute. Go ahead.
Yeah, catch me while I'm driving. I'm over here trying to fucking type. Damn.
Careful.
committing felonies over here, actually.
And for the lawyers and the police officers listening, that was a joke.
Oh, it's Omaha.
Just playing video games. That's all.
Why does Tanner look so mad at us right now?
Because he knows he has to come to Ohio in a minute.
It's great.
He's pissed. He's going to be in Ohio.
Go Browns.
All right, Matt, what did you want to say there, buddy?
I honestly think the best thing that's come out of this podcast is content, Keith. Never go a day without last content, Keith.
I think he's been retired. He didn't show his face much last year, but he was there. In 2023 he was in full effect, but he got tired.
No, but I mean the other thing is,
as dinks do.
Like the connections we all make just from being on the podcast, and like Matt said, sitting at the zoo bar at 8 or at 12:30 in the morning, you know how to talk to people that you've never seen in person. I mean, I think a great example of that is like I didn't know Lou before the first Lift Hard Live Easy, but I kind of felt like I could talk to him, and now he's gonna come crash my wedding. So
that's awesome.
He just showed up. That was perfect timing.
Crash our podcast.
Let's let anybody in here then.
Everybody's welcome.
But yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
Well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate hearing that.
And also trolling me about not ordering ranch. You had me good on that one because I should have ordered that damn ranch.
Good order. Speaking of, hey Keith, you tried ranch water yet, or are you still?
I'm not. Someone else bring one to Lift Hard.
Oh, I guess that'll be on my list.
I have a growing list of shit I'm supposed to try this summer. That like crew suggested drinks. I know Big Daniel's got something ready to dump all over me.
Keith's not making it to weigh-ins in the morning.
Nope.
Oh god.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes your ride just ditches you. All right.
One time.
Like 2 minutes late. Jesus.
Thanks, Matt. I'm gonna mute you and move on to the next one there. Yeah, mostly squad videos, Matt. You're in charge. Who's next, buddy?
Oh, I forgot to mention a stipulation for
Fuck, here we go.
For our memory stuff. If Matt deems a thing that you liked about the podcast as not that great, he does get the opportunity to roast you.
Yes.
Or you are allowed to also optionally ask Matt to roast you. I forgot to mention that before we started. If you have nothing to share, you can opt for a Matt Greasy roast.
I'll also put out the stipulation, Tanner. If you want to unmute, just give me a heads up.
Yeah, no more comments of the friends we made along the way. We've covered that. We've beaten that horse. Come on, we gotta get something. We gotta get some sound bites here.
Yeah, actually, that's a good call. Yeah. All right.
Let's go with another fellow shed gym owner here. Let's get Paul in there.
All right. I was gonna say I assume it's Paul, but like, can you say a name?
Sorry,
Paul. You're up, my friend.
Everyone's favorite dentist.
Oh my
Is it working?
Yes, sir.
Am I on? Can you swear on this thing?
Is everybody
loud and clear, buddy?
All right. I'm not just a floating head this time.
Oh god,
I can't see you at all. What the hell?
You're just the zoo bar background.
There's too many people.
1 second.
How do I see more videos?
Oh, dude, I was at the dentist last week. This is awesome.
There he is. Hey,
that's Paul Rudd.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's Paul Rudd.
There's a little Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd adjacent.
It really is. So, coincidentally enough, all of my wife's coworkers think that I look like Paul Rudd.
Yeah, so do I. I didn't know I worked with your wife. That's cool.
My wife says I look like an 80s action villain. So, I mean, you got that. I'd rather be Paul Rudd, to be honest.
Wouldn't we all?
I mean, you definitely dress
Hogan's
like an
cat
80s action
is
villain.
just abusing him right now. I can just look at him, just cat ass on his head.
I've petted that cat before. Definitely petted that cat.
Hey, Nate's here. All right, buddy. What are you thinking? What's your favorite memories? What's your roast or praise of us?
So lucky number 13, obviously, Big Matt took half of my episode.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
So at that point, you guys were still working out some kinks, and I figured, it would come up on episode number 13 because why would
Still, we're still.
I forgot to record a whole episode. This is nothing but kinks.
You act like we solved problems. We've got bigger problems now.
Hey, at least we got the horns figured out.
Yeah, that's true.
Horns in the chat.
I figured out how to mute the horn. It's been the best.
But no, I mean, when I got on the podcast, it was right after the first Lift Hard, Live Easy, and I was kind of newish to the crew. And, it's kind of just like, oh, yeah, I'll get on. Met everybody there for the most part, and now kind of blossomed into Keith and Hogan have been at my house. Keith peed in my basement. Yes. I think hopefully in the toilet, I guess. He could have peed on my carpet, but I'm not sure.
Wait, it was the sink, right? That's okay, right?
Hey, as long as it went down a drain, I don't care.
Yeah, I totally found the bathroom. Totally found it. Yep.
And then, it's just kind of been a wild deal that now, before the first Lift Hard, Live Easy, I had never hung out with Bryce, never lifted with him. Now he's one of my closest friends, and we lift together probably once a week. So that's pretty cool. The home gym tour, that was something I never thought would happen, to where I have a video on YouTube that I have random family members coming up to me and saying, "Hey, I think pretty sure I saw your gym on YouTube." Like,
that's
what algorithm are you going down that you're seeing me and all of my friends as home gym tours? So like, yeah, really your gym's cool. Pretty sweet. It's like, I know it's mine.
That's awesome.
But it's just weird, and like calling Keith before my strongman meet, asking what kind of shoes to wear.
Love you, buddy.
Did you wear Shaboot?
I wear Shaboot. Yeah.
That was a good time.
But, it just, honestly, to kind of bring it more of a serious note, at one point I messaged you guys on the podcast Instagram page, and at the time my mom was going through some health stuff, and just hearing what are now my very good friends just laughing and joking and carrying on, it kind of helped me get through some dark spots in my life, and I really just appreciate everything that you guys did for me. I know that Nate Moe, I helped him out in a tight spot. Literally got a message on Instagram of, "Hey, I'm having a procedure done. I want you to do my case." So I nursed one of his cases and helped fix his heart so he could compete in the second Lift Hard, Live Easy. So you guys have done a lot more than you think, and I think we all really do appreciate it.
Thank you, man. You're making me tear up over here.
Oh, geez.
Do we have a game we like to play now?
Yeah, who's going to cry first? Is it me or Keith? Oh, wow. Okay.
I got little tearies.
Where'd my horns go?
we took them away from you, buddy. You've lost horn privileges. You're no horny Nate the rest of the night.
I can't find my horns.
But that's awesome, Paul.
Have you tried looking at series videos? You might be able to find your horn.
Oh.
You mean series lifting videos, because she's a lifter, and that's what we appreciate about her around here.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah. Just a heads up, we were at Tommy's and you told, I forget who it was, try somebody else's hardest. Yeah. I use that every day.
I do remember that.
I use that sentence every day. Is your hardest not working? Then try somebody else's, because you're fucking it up. Like, that is my favorite line. So thank you for that. Thanks, Paul. All right. Good luck to anybody following that one up. I'm going to mute you again, Paul, if that's all right. We'll move on to the next person. Matt, who's our next person?
I think, fellow metalhead, Mr. Ryan over here.
Ryan Shaboot?
Advanced Simple Ryan. I don't know what we're doing.
He's playing video games. He doesn't have time.
Is he? God damn it. Ryan. Was machen Sie?
He's probably trying to move his house right now, so he might be busy.
And he's only been doing that for like 3 months.
It's fucking like 8 months, dude. What are you talking?
Constantly moving.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going? Yeah, mine just went blank there.
So you're on the Unpaid and Unrated podcast. Yeah. We'd like to hear your new.
Dude, what's your KDR, man?
Yeah, you've literally had like dinner with my family. Like,
I have.
We have.
So speaking of appreciation, I think along with you guys growing, you've helped kind of as introverted people kind of grow too, kind of break over our shell a little bit. Because before all this, like the idea of being on a podcast was like, no, that's not going to happen. I hate my voice. I hate how I sound. It's not going to happen. And then I was lucky enough to be on episode 16. Like, I didn't ask for that. You guys are like, hey, you should be on. I'm like, okay. And I like freaked out the whole way driving home, like, oh, what's going to happen? And then I did it. And it was fine. It wasn't quite the way I wanted it to go, but that's fine. It happened. And now I've done another episode with Big Jen, and then I've been here and there. And I even had an ad, or was on briefly on the Massnomics podcast, which they had that the meme contest winner where you could have read an ad or gotten a shirt or a drawing. And it's like, I'm taking a shirt. I'm not going to talk on the podcast. That's stupid. And now I've had my voice on there and just kind of, I think it kind of helped me grow a bit as a kind of quiet person, I guess, once you get to know me. So it's fun to see that happen with other people too, kind of get out there and get their story out there. And yeah.
That's awesome. Love to hear it. I think that story resonates with a lot of people, I imagine. So, I mean, like extremely outgoing people don't join this. I mean, there are, but it's like there's a lot of people in that same boat that are a little introverted and like found this community because it's easier to kind of like just be part of something online and then have it evolve to like in person kind of thing. So I think that story definitely resonates with a lot of people.
Nerds. And then he comes. Do you want to be unmuted again there, Ryan? Damn it, I can't hear you.
Don't do it. 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 Don't do it.
Verbally when you're muted. But he's one of those he comes up and like he's doing work here in our city. And he messaged me. He's like, yo, I'm in your city. Like, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, what do you mean what I want to do? Like, we ended up having cigars and some beer, and he met my family and everything like that. And like, some of you haven't met my family, like Keith has, and anybody that was at the Arnold that one year has. But like, that's insane to me. Is my whole life, my children, my wife, and everything. For some people that I met on the internet, have met them.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Dude, people on the internet have destroyed the ceiling in my garage gym.
Well, one guy.
And now Tanner's afraid to come to my house when he comes to Ohio.
He doesn't want the ceiling to fall on him.
It's dangerous. You got to wear hard hats.
It was that way when I got there. I swear. It's probably all the penises in your gym.
Yeah, that's true.
It's right.
We can't come into the Matrix, Nate, says Paul Foss. All right. Thanks.
Can I get a horn?
Ryan. All right.
Horn.
You going to roast him or are we going to move on?
I mean, I give him shit for his injuries and all the other stuff like almost every other week on Instagram, so I feel bad. I feel like I shouldn't be piling it on when I already do that to him already directly. But I will say, Paul was talking about Mo. That probably would have been the logical conclusion to go to next. So if we are going to go to somebody else, let's just go to Big Mo.
Big Mo. All right. I'm going to mute you there, Ryan, my friend. Big Nate Mo.
How we doing?
Good. Welcome to the Unpaid and Underrated podcast, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate you not having me go after Paul Foss. That's that was pretty cool. You got a little serious goose there, or serious hawk, I guess.
Do you remember though specifically why he's called Floss?
I do remember that episode. I don't remember. Well, it was his episode, and Nate.
It was Nate GBT asked us 100 dentist GBT questions. And we finally had to tell Nate,
yes,
he's not a dentist, right? It's like, Foss, not Floss.
Do you guys have any unpaid or underrated for Paul Foss?
I was Googling dentist information, all kinds of procedures that we could ask him about.
Cavities.
Well, but
right.
So confused.
But AI has improved so much in the last year and a half. I mean,
LLMs can make mistakes.
Yeah. So
flossing is a myth. Yes, that's true. Yeah, it does no good.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking his name was Paul Floss.
Oh no, he froze.
Oh, he pulled a Keith.
Worst timing ever.
I got to get my horns back out, Keith. I'm sorry.
as well.
Whatever you need.
That would have been a
Wait,
perfect
no, he's-
opportunity for a horn.
He's half back. Sorry, Lou. Everybody's muted until we can unmute them. I
Lou,
see
I'll
Lou.
get to you. Calm down.
Lou
All right?
keeps tapping his screen, and I'm like, relax.
Have another fireball. We'll get to you.
I wish
The
I had
podcast is in the computer.
I was in the same boat. Oh, sorry.
There he is. You're back, Nate. You're back. Are you muted?
I'm
now?
back. I'm back. Sorry about that.
There we go.
Nope.
I think we lost you
good.
there for a minute.
No,
If you
you're
want
good.
to
Back. Looking
paraphrase
good.
what you
Yeah,
said.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, I thought the same thing. I thought his name was Paul Floss as well before listening to the episode, and yeah, then I had him work on my heart. So pretty sweet.
That is
Pretty sweet deal. But the memory that I have, getting a little bit more silly. I think it was Big Grayson. Was it spicy guacamole?
Oh god, that was great.
Thank you. I was hoping somebody would bring up moments.
Yes.
Right. I appreciate that
Yes.
everybody wants to bring up like what they feel about us, but there's got to be some moments that made everybody just laugh.
That was a good one. That
And
was one of our
spicy
first,
guacamole was a good one. Like, why did you think guacamole went on sushi?
Yeah, we had a lot of follow up questions on that one. I think that.
Do you think that was like a mom and pop situation? Is that the problem, or was it like an authentic?
Shut up! Shut up! It was Chris Mark's description of the restaurant, not mine. So make fun of him.
Shout out to Paul in the
Mom and pop
chat.
restaurants.
I did forget. He said, "I did forget Keith saying he's a grower, not a shower." Yeah, that was a key.
That was a good
That was a key unpaid and underrated moment. Sorry,
I think
Nate.
from my episode, seeing your guys' face when Jake the Snake showed up live and in person was pretty good too.
Yeah, that was a good
that
act.
was the first. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I will say, too,
Appreciate it.
One of the hardest I've ever laughed on any podcast was Nate had to publish some kind of like correction, and he was very serious goose about it. And he said, like, who did this actually meant this. And then at the end, he had this sound bit where he said, "I'm sorry," and I lost my fucking mind. I've never laughed so hard. It's like the delivery of it was spot
I vaguely
on.
remember that. I do remember the "I'm sorry." I can't remember what it was in reference to though. It's yeah.
Ooh, Jeff's.
We were. Oh no! Yeah,
No, was that
it
not Jeff apologizing?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think I said I'm
Jeff
sorry.
looks offended.
I would never apologize.
It's because Trond is here. Holy shit!
Yeah, I texted a lot of people.
How many numbers do you have, Keith? Why don't you just flex that out real quick?
Like
One more
35.
time. Yeah, one more time. Tanner says, "I love the long running joke about getting mostly Matt on. I obviously appreciate dragging a joke on forever. 68 episodes." And then I got him on and fucked it up because I was sick as a dog.
That was going for a solid year.
Yep.
But that whole,
I mean,
like,
68 episodes, you idiot.
well, no, we didn't. Listen, we didn't actually come up with the plan until episode 69, until like a couple of months in. It wasn't the.
Well, you weren't
like
involved.
episode 1. We didn't figure it out.
We didn't let you in on that.
Listen, you think I've had this plan. We've had a podcast for 2 years. I've had a podcast for 10 years. You guys just didn't know.
He's
Is it just you playing the long game by yourself?
I'm playing the long game here, okay? Okay.
All right, Matt, you gonna roast him or you gonna move on?
He's too nice of a guy. He's every time I've seen him in person, he's just like the nicest guy. Like
I picked the wrong person for this job.
Do you remember when we saw him? We were all walking from B-Dubs back to the hotel, and somebody yelled, "That's Nate Mo!" And we go, "Nate!" And he bolts across a 4-lane highway to come and join us.
Are highways? Do highways in Aberdeen even have cars on them though? Is it like that?
That
big
one
of a,
didn't. But like,
Yeah.
come on, man, that was hyperbole for the sake of storytelling. Give me something. Who's next, Matt?
All right. We are in the Midwest right now, so let's go to the opposite end of the country, much like we do the certified training facilities. We're going to go to the nation's penis of Florida, and we're going to go Mr. Jeff there. Let's go put Mr.
Jeff. Woo! Been waiting for you, buddy.
That's perfect timing. I'm about to turn in for the evening anyway. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes,
sir.
and if anybody else is thinking they got to tune out too, send a group chat, and I'll make sure you get prioritized.
But yeah, great moments. A lot of great moments in UNU history. I tend to forget them. I'm not good at coming it up ahead of time. I just tend to kind of think of stuff in the moment. But I'll say, I think the first viral moment when I sort of knew that, all right, this is going to be good, was probably Roll Tide, which was, of course, super early on. That was like the first thing that was like memeing about it. It hit, I think y'all put it on the Instagram or whatever. It ran for a little while. It still kind of pops up every now and then. So that was like, I would say probably the first viral moment. And then, yes, the I'm sorry thing, I believe I was responsible for that. That was a great edit from Nate. That was maybe the episode after that. And just in general, I mean, everybody's already said a lot of great stuff just about kind of getting to know each other ahead of the Lift Hard, Live Easy and stuff like that. Makes it easy. I'm a very curious person. I like learning about what other people are interested in and into. Because of this podcast, I now have a bird app on my phone that my wife mocks me relentlessly
Cody
about.
just joined. Cody
I know.
joined as you said that.
Yeah.
That's golden.
Other little things, foods I look out for, different ideas on music and stuff. So it's cool to just learn about other people and learn about stuff I didn't know about. I've spent most of my life out here on the East Coast and the Southeast and in Florida for most of that. So, just kind of hearing it from people from different parts of the country is cool. And then I get to talk to y'all in person in the summer. So it's great.
See you in a couple months, man.
See you in a couple months. See you next July Day.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks, Jeff. Love you.
Adios.
Appreciate you keeping the stickers for us.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Jeff. Hey, Jeff's the best.
Shout out. Yeah.
Yes.
Jeff's the best. He's literally the USPS.
Only unpaid intern.
He's our sticker guy. When you get a message from us with a little handwritten note with a thank you with stickers, that's Jeff that's doing that for us because we got a lot to do here and he really picked that up for us.
Yes, sir. He's one of our only consistent helpers and volunteers, and we really, really do appreciate it.
All right, Matt, you're roasting him or are you moving on?
No, again, he's too nice.
He's the nicest.
I go to Jeff. I go to Jacksonville, and hey, Jeff, want to grab beer? Sure. I'll move my schedule around. We'll go get a beer and go hang out and you're talking about talking to people and getting to know everybody's little idiosyncrasies and what they like. I know if I see a meme related to a certain music band, I can send that to Jeff, or if it's another music band, I'm sending it to Ryan. It's oh yeah, I've got all these different subgroups of memes I get to send out to all these people. It's all thanks to stuff like this. So again, not to harp on the whole friends we made along the way thing, but just it's awesome that exists now. So
I think that's going to be the episode title is the friends we made along the way, because ultimately kind of is. I'm going to interrupt real quick. I just want to shout out Big Garrett, who couldn't be here tonight. Just a quick break from tagging people in. Garrett sent me a really good message, and you guys remember Garrett. He said to me this.
He did? Jeez.
He said to me this, shut up, fucking dicks. All right. So basically after high school in my first year of college, I got super isolated. I didn't really talk to any of my friends from high school because I had to work. If I wasn't in school and they all went and partied and hung out. So we grew just apart. I didn't try my best to be a friend either. But I didn't try to. Then when COVID hit, things just got worse with the isolation, and I got kind of stir crazy and went off the deep end, getting into many arguments online and basically cut off everyone in my life besides my family. Over the years, it wasn't really fun. Then I got into lifting seriously via powerlifting. I started dating Sydney, so shout out Big Sydney, who turned my life around completely. Heard of this Massnomics thing. Keith convinced me to join crew. I was very disillusioned with people, so I didn't know what to expect. But man, I only got the best of people. Everyone was so supportive. And
is that what he said?
Cared about my lifting and talked to me like a friend. I hadn't really had that in 5 years. And most of my high school, besides good friends, now I'm on my way to medical school, engaged to the most amazing person ever, and I've truly never been happier. This may be dramatic, to say, but Massonomics and the crew made my life worth living again. And now I have 500 friends and several really good ones thanks to crew meetups and the Discord. And he gave me permission to read that. So Big Garrett, man, thanks so much for that. That was heartfelt. And it's really our goal here. So much obliged to you. Thank you for letting me read that out here. Matt, who are you going to next, buddy?
After that serious note, I think we need to take it to probably one of the more sillier gooses. And I'm having trouble trying to decide between Trond and Big Lou. But Big Lou's got much better hair than I do, so I'm going to have to go with him first, and then we'll put Trond on the queue. If you could mute him.
You mean unmute him?
Unmute him, sorry.
I was like, does Joey know he's up?
I did it! Shut up!
I don't know who you unmuted, but it sure wasn't Lou. You didn't unmute Lou yet, bud.
You unmuted me, Joey.
Hi, Trond.
What an idiot! Ron Trond. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, actually, let's do both. Trond and Lou.
Lou, you're number 2.
We're live. There we go.
So we got both of
There's
our
that
podcast, gentlemen.
There's that whisk fireball shooter.
Naturally.
Where am I?
Naturally. All right. How do I start? Can you guys hear me fine?
Yes, sir.
I'm using my
Yeah,
AirPods,
buddy.
so
Let her rip.
all right. So we're good. Now, how do I start this?
Unpaid and underrated means to me.
Welcome to
We'll
Unpaid
walk
and
you through
Underrated
it.
podcast by Crew 4. This is episode 100. Welcome, Big Lou. We have
This
Big Lou
is
here
the
on the
big-
phone.
No, it's episode
big-
200.
No, it's episode.
Yeah, it's
100.
episode
No,
200.
'cause if it was 200,
episode.
we'd be going to. If it was 200,
episode
we'd be going to the
2 year.
Lamplighter in Ottawa
It's episode-
IL.
We did.
And trust me, I don't know if you guys want to go there. It's I can tell you from experience that place ain't. It's entertaining, but I don't know if it's the most quality place that any of you want to be. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. We'll start at the beginning here. So, not the real beginning, the beginning of my journey with Massonomics, which led to obviously me being part of Unpaid and Underrated, being on an episode, meeting a bunch of you fools around there, which has been an absolutely great time. I mean, like any of you have seen at the Arnold. I mean, I met Joey and Keith both at the Arnold. Met a bunch of you guys over at the first Lift Hard Live Easy. You guys got to see me be a fool at the second Lift Hard Live Easy because that was a fun time. We'll blame Matt and we'll blame the bucket hat, the helmet hat.
I had a great idea. Sorry,
no.
just say it. It was a great idea at the time.
Yeah, it sounded great until it was in practice, and I can tell you this much: Alex was not very fond of me after that. But yeah, just randomly found Massonomics on the old Instagrams, and my first few years of powerlifting, and they just had a lot of things that I felt like really resonated with me. The bench heavy shirt, being an avid Busch Light drinker, that's what got me into that. So then. It was just an absolute whirlwind of just everything, just one thing building off of another. And I can absolutely tell you one of the things that I've enjoyed most, not just of my powerlifting experience in general, but just of what everything else that it's brought me to a lot of very good, genuine people from a lot of diverse backgrounds. I mean, you can look at the Discord crew, you can look at Unpaid and Underrated, you can see just the absolute diversity of everybody there. I mean, just how everything is, how this has helped so many people in so many different aspects. And yeah, it's been quite the adventure. I love following along. I love getting everything, or I love, taking in everything, just seeing everybody's experiences, seeing everything, the Discord crew, when I get an opportunity to pop in and say hi. But yeah, it is quite the adventure. So I'm happy to get a bunch of people that are pretty like-minded, that are all there to enjoy the journey together. And yeah, I don't know where else to go off of that one.
I wish I had a fireball to do with you, buddy.
So I got another one here, but I can't quite put it through the phone over there.
Now, I always talk about the one time that I went to the Arnold and met you, and it was like we were friends already. Like we were sharing shots. We shared a beer. Like we switched beers halfway. I was drinking the Keith's and you had a beer. And then I was like, do you want to try this? And you were like, you should take this one. And we just like switched beers like it was nothing. And it just went upon our way. And like we'd never really talked in real life before that. So
Well, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. Like you were, like one of you were talking about it earlier. Like when you meet these people on the internet, you see a small glimpse of people's personalities on the internet sometimes, because there's so many people that as soon as they get behind a keyboard or get behind a phone, it's just a completely different personality comes out of them. I don't know if it's just because they're just unrestricted, unfiltered, they can do whatever, they can say whatever. But those people that are just still absolutely genuine, regardless of whether they're behind their phone or behind a keyboard or whether you meet them in person, that's what I love seeing the most. And I've seen that a lot, whether it's, the Discord crew with Unpaid Underrated, with just powerlifting in general. Like it's a lot of genuine people that just portray like themselves. Like, sometimes it may be a little bit more exaggerated, but like when you see those people like in that aspect and you see that they are still truly genuine people, just brings a nice fire to my soul there.
I agree. Thanks, Lou.
Cheers, fuckers.
Thanks, fuckers. Me too, buddy. I think we're gonna go to Trond next because he's already unmuted.
Oh, I gotta roast Lou.
No. This is this. If there's anyone to roast, it's Big Lou. I feel.
I gotta.
Here we go.
Everybody else,
I'm ready
I feel
for you,
good
brother.
about, but Lou's here. So I know you're a big Miller Lite Fireball fan. Have you tried drinking anything that doesn't taste like piss?
Oh, here we go.
Like good beer, good whiskey. Like, ever go? You ever consider that or?
Sometimes I like to just have fun. I don't like to be an absolute beer snob. Anybody that comes up to me, because the majority of people that would ever come up to me and just say something like, "Oh, why would you drink Busch Light? That's just water. That's just this. Fireball's just this and this." Well, listen here, fucker. I can tell you this much: I can drink a hell of a lot more than you, regardless if it's your little tutti frutti IPAs or if it's just my plain Busch Light over here. I can drink plenty of them, and I can still drink it on the table, no matter which one it is.
Sounds like a challenge, Lou. We're gonna have to have a fucking back and forth of July.
If you're gonna bring out the beer helmet, just please keep it until after I get done competing. Otherwise, it's gonna be a nightmare for everybody. I can promise that.
Is Alex coming this time?
Yes, she is. She's always coming with.
I know, but that's gonna be against you. That's gonna be somebody who's gonna try to tell you like, "Hey, you shouldn't do this," and I've got no restrictions. So sorry, buddy.
Well, I mean, she's seen me at my best, she's seen me at my worst, and she hasn't kicked me out yet. So
yeah, that's why my wife.
We're still here, brother.
That's why my wife stays here when I go to Aberdeen. She's seen me at my worst. I go there to have fun with you guys.
No, it was a good time because when we went to the first Live Hard, Live Easy, it was shit. We were only like 2-3 months into dating, and it's like, hey, do you want to come to this powerlifting meet in South Dakota? It's essentially a bunch of respectfully nerds that love powerlifting, love this specific company, and like we're just gonna go there and we're gonna do this powerlifting meet, and we're gonna eat and we're gonna drink a bunch, and everybody's gonna have a good time. And she's like, hell yeah, yeah, let's go, and that's how that worked out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh hell yeah,
yeah.
Say we don't got enough time to talk about wrestling, do we?
No, not God. They hate when
what do you have to say about wrestling?
They hate when we talk about wrestling.
I like.
No, Keith has something to say.
No, I'm good.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Lou. Keith has no wrestling questions.
No, we're good.
Welcome Tom to the chat. Tom showed up. We'll get to him in a minute. I think we're going on to Trond on this one. Yep. Sitting there smoking a cigar like a fucking boss.
It's one of the benefits of having a shed gym instead of a basement gym. You can smoke cigars in it. And nobody cares.
You can smoke cigars in a basement if you're tough enough there, Trond.
Yeah.
Not if you respect your family.
Hi, Scar.
All right. Yeah, I don't kind of last second jumped in here. Haven't been listening too much, so I'm not sure exactly what all the format you guys want or anything. But
just in general, what what unpaid and underrated?
What Massonomics?
What
don't talk about us.
Yeah, what do you like most about Keith?
No, well, what favorite moment?
This is actually a roast of Keith, so just go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Every episode.
That's every week, yeah.
0 through fucking
exactly. So I don't understand what the question is. Go ahead, proceed.
He has to ask a question. He's still waiting for an answer.
No, so unpaid and underrated, what it means to me, honestly, when I first joined, like, It wasn't until I started listening to Unpaid and Underrated that I started to kind of get a feel for people. I mean, because like you start to understand personalities and some, text chains, and you're seeing people posting memes and stuff like that. But uh, getting to hear people's stories, their path to finding Massonomics, and then Unpaid and Underrated and that kind of stuff, kind of just humanized all the avatars and all the names and stuff. Um, and so honestly, if I hadn't started listening, I don't think I would have gone to the first Crew Falls meeting, because starting off, I knew Tanner from high school, but I didn't know anybody else, didn't know Tommy or anything like that. And so I was kind of like, I don't want to just go show up, only know Tanner, not know anybody else, not, know the vibe in person and all that kind of stuff. But it was listening to you guys, listening to some of the interviews with the other crew and getting to know them that pushed me over the edge to, joining up and 3 months later going to first big crew meetup. So yeah, without Unpaid and Underrated, I probably never would have gone to Crew Falls to start with. So yeah, so thanks for that, guys.
It's awesome, man. Appreciate to hear it. Any funny memories stick out from the backlog or anything, or anything specific? It doesn't. If not, it's not a big deal. Just every now and then we people hit up with some classic zingers.
No, it's just it's really heartwarming to hear all the poop stories. Just the shared camaraderie and understanding. Like I'm not the only one that has pooped in inappropriate places, or had near emergencies on a regular basis type thing. So yeah, those are always highlights.
Good stuff. Probably hit out some more East Coast people, maybe, since it is getting a little later. Let the Midwest and the West Coasters sit for a little bit longer.
All right, what do you think, Matt? Who's next?
I'm terrible with locations.
What is he, big map?
Ben's in the Midwest. Cody's way on the left coast.
Chad or Hogan probably got a bid.
Yeah,
Chad?
Put Chad on there, man. Come on, Chad.
Buddy. I do want to hear from Tom. We'll get to him in a minute.
Hey,
he's on the East Coast. He's 10 minutes to me.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Big Chad? Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's been a minute. Yeah. I don't know.
There it is.
There it is.
It's been Ben Bile. Yeah. He's here, by the way.
It's here.
I looked right at him when I said it.
No, I think a lot like everybody has said, just getting, it all started. The origin story, I think, listening to them on the RIP podcast, that's a cool beer shirt, with the Lyft logo that's, no longer available, to just like finally signing up for Discord and getting to know all these people. And me being also kind of like Ryan, more of an introverted type guy, like 2 years ago, I would have never thought of going to my first powerlifting meet where I didn't know, in person, didn't know anyone, to, showing up and knowing half the people there and knowing some backstories and things we could talk about, and, sit and shoot the shit with someone who I've never met before, in real life. So, and just making the jokes and, and me being in the fortunate part of traveling a lot for work and around the country, I get to, I know if someone's crew or somebody that's crew nearby, message them and say, hey, want to, grab a beer, work out. That's also a really, cool thing I think that you guys have done, and also Tanner and Tommy have brought us all together. And just getting to know you guys, it's been fun, and help bring me out of my shell and talk to people and get to know, I have all these friends. And so when I try to explain Discord and stuff to people in real life, they're a little confused, but I'm like, yeah, you have to be a part of it to understand it. And so, it's like our own little secret society in a way, I guess, over dad jokes and, lifting weights. So I appreciate what you guys have done, and,
My favorite running gag still is the platypus. Like it even came up, was it on the last episode?
I still learn new things about platypus every day.
It's always something with these fuckers. No, I appreciate you guys.
Oh man, it was good to hear.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you.
So you can't look at a platypus and tell me that God doesn't have a sense of humor.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me find out who this is. Where is it? All right, Big Chad, I'm going to mute you again if that's okay. You already did. I want to move on to Big Tom because I think Big Tom genuinely has like the craziest story of all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute him.
Don't let him spoil any World's Strongest Man stuff for you, though. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, buddy.
Hey, we finally got to you. It's been a minute.
Like
Welcome,
we
my
were,
friend.
we were 10 yards from them. How's that a spoiler?
I know.
This is a momentous. Is someone recording this? Tom is. We got to Tom.
I hope it's recording.
Definitely a meeting.
Yeah.
Welcome, buddy.
Okay, go ahead and mute him. That's good.
Enough of you. Moving on. Next.
And the next one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think the interesting thing for me was, I guess I was, my name, the number of times my name was mentioned in the podcast before, like I've ever listened to it or any of that was a lot. So I guess for anyone who doesn't know, I live near Nathan. And so,
Nathan.
one day I was wanting to go to the Arnold, and I was like, "Hey, are you planning to go to the Arnold?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm already going, but you're welcome to come with me." And so I went down, and I didn't really like on the way down there. I'm like, "So, how's this podcast thing working?" So he's trying to like explain to me Unpaid and Underrated and how that ties into Massonomics, and like I'm just like kind of nodding, like, "All right, yeah, I guess that makes sense in some kind of world, sure." So I went to the Arnold. Joey, you were there. I think Kevin was there that year, and a few other people, and hung out. And I remember just saying, "Hey, you guys are like pretty cool. Like they're all, you know, it was like super like felt like you guys all knew each other, and I was just meeting people, but it was just super easy to kind of like fit right into the conversation." And then I was still listening to Massonomics, but hadn't really joined the crew. And then I think my son was born, and Nathan tried to get Tanner to give me a shout out for that, but instead Tanner told me I needed to join.
Good, as he should have.
So,
good on
that's
Tanner.
when I joined the crew. So, and then went back to the Arnold this year, and this time it was kind of different, like just like kind of already known people through the Discord and stuff. But yeah, so
well, it was vastly different, Tom, because I couldn't go and you went by yourself. Like it was like it wasn't a different experience. Tom was just like, I was like, "Yeah, sorry, man, I can't go." He's like, "I think I'm just gonna go by myself," and I was like, "He's made it. He's he's locked in.
He fit right in." So I think
so. Yeah.
So you have been working your way through some of the master from the art, some of our backlog. Then anything stick out to you other than your name?
So I'm still working through Massonomics backlog, so I haven't like worked through Unpaid and Underrated, but I do.
No, that's enough. Well,
mute him.
Mute him. We'll get to you later.
That's what you guys went through, like a lot of the inside jokes. So,
yeah,
like
that's a good one to listen to.
Like a lot of them, I just don't the recent ones, just not the back catalog.
You're good, man.
I thought that one was really good, and I like that one.
Oh shit!
Huck Finn's here.
Sure is.
All right, Tom.
I was going to ask which one of you jokers was here as Karen Finn, but I guess the.
Thanks, Tom. It was awesome hearing from you.
You don't mow another man's lawn.
But now I'm
from one Tom to another. We're just stacking them.
Unmute this gentleman here. Yeah, I had to send you permission there, Tom.
There he is.
So we're here celebrating our 2-year anniversary of this podcast.
200 episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this podcast is our everybody's just talking about Boss Man, can you hear us? Anybody can hear us?
They can't hear us.
Lou, help him out.
Yeah, Lou, get over there.
Lou, head over there.
Get your fucking shorts over there. Go.
Yeah. So I sent him a message and said, "Hey, we're celebrating 2 years. Would you like to join us?" Well, I can hear you.
There he is.
Just like listening to Let's Get Stupid. It's half of its technical difficulties.
Should we get somebody else on while we Lou's like, no, I got this. I'll message him.
That's funny.
Yeah. I just asked them to come on and help us celebrate. Then we got a few people I want to get to.
Matt, do you want to roast anybody that's been on recently? Why we maybe an easy.
I mean,
Chad, thanks so much for joining us.
Sounds like we're in a cave or something.
We hear you there, Finn.
Like water dripping and shit.
I want to roast whoever's doing their audio. That's what I want to roast.
What is going on?
How do we get
I think he's inside of me. I don't know what's happening.
That's what she said.
Nothing. I got nothing now.
Is that God? God, is that you?
Big Tom.
All right. Cody and Scar, you guys have been waiting so patiently, and I'm excited to hear what you want to say. Tom and Big Boss, when you guys are ready, I'll unmute you. Deal?
They can't hear us, Joey. Why are you asking them?
Basically, we'll apologize when whoever's talking gets muted to take precedent over Tom.
I'll just send her.
Now, Boss Man just gave us a thumbs up, so I'm so confused.
Okay.
Do they need a chance then? All right, I'm going.
Go for it, man.
Tell us about your 270-pound bulk here, Cody.
Oh man, it's going nowhere.
Do you have notes?
like
Did I just see you flash some notes?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Respect.
But look at that gorgeous
episode.
cat they have. Look at that gorgeous cat. Oh, I love that.
And it's,
cat.
just it's literally sitting like a baby, too. That's
And that's actually what I wanted to bring up. Is my favorite thing is when there's a cat on the screen and Joey mentions it.
Yeah,
I love cats.
Even if I can't see it, I'm just so happy to know that.
That's awesome.
And just big fan. Like my memory for every episode sucks, but I have listened to every single one.
Nice.
And it's just there's so many times where I'm just like, oh yeah, me too. About just the dumbest things that I never would have thought other people consider.
Was that putting like shitty underwear on the counter and leaving Scar a note?
Let he who's without sin.
Yeah, there we go. Right? Like you've never shit your pants.
Yeah, and left it. It's a completely normal thing to do. Everyone can do it at least one time in their life. Relax. Okay?
Why do I have two Lous?
Why? Lulu.
It's like
they're from different angles. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his laptop and his phone. Okay.
Yeah. And other than just like things on the episodes like that become like part of my language, like I ask people if they can do a cartwheel before I take their opinion. And I consistently tell people that we're not professionals, even at my job where I am a professional. And then outside, just with everything, it's like when we went to Lift Hard Live Easy 2, seeing everybody in red shirts at the airport as like a beacon to know where to go. And being able to like plan my work trips to know where there's crew on the way with the training facilities or just crew that I already knew existed is just super cool that I know that I can like drop in on people and get a lift in the area. So it's been awesome.
Scar, got anything you want to add?
I mean, I'm still relatively new to like actually crew, but I feel like I've known about it for a long time because Cody will just walk around the house with headphones in, giggling to himself. So I'm glad keeps you guys entertained, and he's filled me in on a lot of the like inside jokes and stuff that now I'm hearing firsthand on my own. But yeah, I'm really glad for the support that Cody has found, and as well, meeting everyone at the Lift Hard Live Easy 2 last year was so welcoming. I was so nervous of like, but I'm crew adjacent, am I going to be like shunned or outcast or whatnot? And everyone was super welcoming and nice. And I can't wait to compete this year as an official chocolate chip.
It's awesome. And
yeah.
And we're getting Scar on the podcast here next month, I believe. So you'll be able to, learn all about her here in the coming episode.
Yes.
Thanks,
and of course you brought the red-tailed hawk supremacy into standard parlance, right?
Right.
everybody talks about the Eagles, and everybody will be like, no, Cody will tell you that's the Red Hawk. Huck, we can hear you.
Huck?
Can you hear us? Tom, can you hear us?
Thing?
Tom.
Where's that Karen calendar?
Come on.
Just send him someone send him a Lou, send him a message and just tell him to like.
I've been messaging him, and I was like, when I can hear
get on his
you,
phone and like, because I don't think it's going to go through his laptop very well. There's something wrong with the setup, but just do it from his phone for like 2 seconds if he wants. That might be the best bet.
Tom Finn, can you hear me?
You guys don't pay me enough to edit all this.
You have him muted, so even if he can, we're not going to hear his response.
This episode's going to be like 45 minutes long when Nate's done with it.
Yeah, he's already. Boss man's like, fuck these headphones. Tosses them. All right, Matt, pick somebody while we wait for Karen Finn to.
So I think Big Spicy Pizza was in here initially. Like,
yeah, let's get him going because we fucking love spicy, don't we?
Dude, he's been sitting outside his house this entire time waiting for.
That's a legit house right there. Yeah, it's not a background.
And Joey didn't unmute anyone before he went to go piss, so now we're just going to have to carry on the conversation.
Brother, we're not professionals.
Every single person was muted except me, Nate, and Matt. So well done, Joey. Big Matt, what are you? You're competing in strongman this year, right, bud? Again?
Yeah, I gotta do the 220 class against some other fucking guys that are gonna kick the shit out of me. So it's gonna be great. I might have a good time. I'm gonna try not to drink so much. It's gonna be a challenge, but I think it's gonna be a good time. It's my third time going to Aberdeen.
What do you think the hardest event's gonna be?
I mean, the mystery.
Well, yeah,
carry is you don't how you really get.
But though, isn't the weight listed at only like 250 or something, or like I think it wasn't like a max. It wasn't like a huge weight. I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, if I doubt we're gonna do the South Dakota carry again, but if it's some kind of other object and like having bought that Husafell stone for the carry stuff, like yeah, it makes a huge difference just how you grip the different things and me still being a relatively new to the strongman, I'm still trying to learn all this stuff, but. Yeah, just trying to do some of the stuff that you're not necessarily familiar with and don't necessarily have the influence to train with at home. That's going to be the toughest part. And also, I know Dodds keeps putting up, they're like, oh, I'm not as strong. And it's like, dude, still strong. Like, he's still going to, I still got to go against Scott Godds. And he's 3 years old and he's still stronger.
Big Joey, you did not unmute Daniel before you went to go pee.
I did.
So
I did. I promise I did.
Well, you did it like we recorded last week's episode, mouth. You fuck. So it's you unmuted adjacent to him. He's unmuted.
I just sent him a request.
I understand.
I just sent him.
Let's go.
Guys.
Hello, Daniel.
What's going on?
Welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? What's new?
Listening to some podcast memories.
You want to share one that hasn't been shared yet, and then tell us kind of, what it's all meant to you?
I guess I'd probably start with what it meant to me first. Actually, no, my favorite memory was when I spent hours making a fake quiz for Joey just to make fun of him for saying that exceptionalism.
Yep.
But like, what it means, it's just crazy to think about, like, how in a couple months we're going to siege everyone again in Aberdeen, like a place no one really thought of before. And just like going on the Discord and like I have a rivalry with Jeff for like the most connections, and Big Jen, just her and I just always bickering at each other. I just love how close we've become. It literally is about the friends along the way. I don't think that's been said yet.
No, nobody has said that one yet.
The first time, long time.
I also like not commiserating, connecting with Jen on our mutual hatred of Keith. So that's big for me.
I don't know that hatred is the right word, you fuck, but like, frustrations maybe is this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jen's like one of my best friends in crew, so it's all. She gives me a lot of shit, but I'm like very few people I'm as tight as with as I am Jen. So the friends we made along.
We love you, buddy. We love you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
And then, like, along with that, like just telling everybody I have liver disease and like just making jokes about it. Like that was literally like one of the hardest moments of my life, and then like everyone like just telling me to like keep up with it and like just talking, even though like we never would. It's just like really showing like how closely knit we are.
I'm glad we could be here for you, friend. That's kind of so like, did you find it easier kind of sharing that with us than maybe like people in real, like your people you work with and stuff? And it's just
Not really. I'm like, I am a silly goose, so like I don't really take life seriously, but like I always joke like, oh, I do this if I didn't have liver disease or whatever. But sharing it with a bunch of like internet strangers is kind of weird. But
I've always said that. I'll never stop
Yeah.
saying that.
If I didn't have liver disease, this would be fucking perfect.
Oh yeah, I could definitely live with that if I didn't have liver disease. Now I just gotta have to use it.
I mean, and you could always be worse, man. You could always, it could always be worse, I guess.
100%. That's why I just like the way I feel right now. I feel great, so I'm just taking it one day at a time.
That's
Love
awesome
you,
to
buddy.
hear, man.
I love seeing you at Crew Falls. It was awesome you were there. And it's like one of those examples where like you weren't lifting, right? Like you were just walking around doing like random lifts. And in my head, like I said, like I know why. I get it. I understand what's happening. And you didn't have to tell me, right? Like that's part of what we do here. So appreciate that. Appreciate that. Matt, you gonna roast him or are you gonna move on?
No, I can't roast. Like, I can only roast like lose and stuff like. I can't.
He
roast
could roast him if he
after
didn't have a
that.
liver disease.
Exactly. It's like, what am I gonna fucking
coward?
Trying to make me out to be the bad guy after I just said I actually said I hated Keith because I was trying to find the right word to say. Come on, man.
I mean, Daniel, you could always have liver disease and be going blind. So I mean, things are looking pretty good for you.
Oh, Megan.
She's not here.
That's not fair. I hope she comes right out. I hope she
must not have saw the
sees you and
message.
slaps you with her white cane. I hope you get that. I hope
She's one
you
of my
get that
favorite
white
humans.
cane face. I'm still waiting here for Big Boss Man and Huck to join us.
So looks like
it's like the most climatic. I was just like, I've been trying to get him on for like 4 weeks.
He's shaking his head. Look at me like this. I don't know. It's not happening.
Bossman just took his headphones off already. Like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
he's like, I'm done for that.
Hogan says he's about time.
All right, let's
let's tag in Hogan. Yeah, let's tag in Hogan.
I gotta watch his newest Instagram post with how much did it cost.
Oh yeah, that was my late arrival. I needed to edit, so I just posted.
All right, Hogan, you know the deal. Let's favorite memory, what it means to you, all that jazz.
And I think I've said this story at least in my episode, but anytime I talk about Crew or Massonomic, I'm almost positive I joined the Discord before listening to an episode of Massonomics, solely from talking with people about the group. And so to me, having then a podcast or the group that is about the group, I mean, that's bigger to me than any other part of it. And so that's been a huge piece. And I think then the memory that just always makes me laugh, and there are a lot of things before it that showed me like the silly goose time of this, and then the energy and the vibe was when we did hosted the Battle of the Breaker, and I got the first submission from Big Sam, and I just see a throw bag hitting him in the face as he's running down with a yoke, and I was just like, "There it is."
That was good.
Everyone, I see it. I see what we're all about here. That's the vibe I was looking for, and so that memory just is hilarious to me every time. And there's several others from that were great too, but that always sticks out to me.
That's awesome. That's a good one for sure. We appreciate you helping us put that on and basically being the sponsor for that, obviously. That was great.
Well, and joining like the founding fathers group, right? Like that was essentially like one of those, like, now you're brought into the secret society of us.
The inner circle.
Yeah.
Well, that was a crazy moment for me because he was just like, "Hey, can I get the logo?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll give you anything you want." And then just progressively asked for different things. And I was like, "Can I just, what are you doing?" And he's like, "All right, I'll tell you." And I was like, "This is insane that someone is doing this right now." Like, I went and told my wife, I was like, I don't think you're going to believe that this is happening. Like, this is nuts. So yeah, it was really cool for me.
Thanks, Hogan.
So Hogan,
Makes sense.
I'm not going to roast you before you leave. I'm not going to roast you, but
Do
I
it.
want to say my wife didn't get powerlifting. She doesn't get strongman. She doesn't get my meme page. She doesn't get Mastonomics. She doesn't get any of this stuff. She saw one of your like how much does it cost videos. Like, oh, this is like cool. Like she loved it. She was like, oh my god, this is like very interesting, and I would actually watch these. Like, do you know how many years and like how much time I've spent doing similar stuff?
Hi, Morgan.
Hello. But like you just knocked it out of the park for her, like just boom like that. So thank you, I appreciate that.
All the credit to Nicole. Everyone gives so much hype to those, and I appreciate it. But she does all the comedic timing and talent. I just edit. That's all I am as an editor.
Do a good job.
If you follow it, I say the same words every time. I don't say anything unique. It's literally
nothing wrong with consistency. There's nothing wrong with saying the same thing every week.
Change. I don't like change.
Change, no change. Quick, joined by Mastonomic's wife.
Sure. We got big Morgan, Joey's better half coming on to say a little something.
That's one thing I noticed.
You don't have to do much.
Nate, play the horn.
Just say hello to everybody.
Keith made me turn the horns off. He's neutered me. I don't have my horns. I don't have my change no change sounds. I literally feel naked. I feel like Matt on a podcast with no pants on.
I'm wearing the same shorts that Lou's wearing. All right, look at these things.
Jesus
Look at
Christ! Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh my goodness.
So we had Mary on, who was not on the episode. I tried to get her on the episode of the Mastonomics Wives, and she wasn't that interested, but I just wanted at least one because this was a great episode when we had the wives of Mastonomics on, or the Mastonomics crew at least. And I do think that was one of the silliest episodes we did, so I just wanted Morgan to at least have her voice on here because 200 episodes in, and we've done so many weird things, so many different things, brought in so many different people that I thought I'd at least get Morgan in to say hi. And do you have anything you want to particularly talk about as one of your favorite moments from Unpaid and Underrated?
I'm going to actually do a correction.
Go ahead.
Because Joey talks to me about me a lot on the podcast. And I thought it would be fair to say that I do not prefer cold pizza. A long time ago, he said that Morgan doesn't like to microwave her pizza, which is true. Microwaving your pizza is fucking gross.
Yes.
But no, only psychos prefer cold pizza. That was mostly what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I
Probably have other
can
corrections I need to make, but
I can appreciate a Joey correction, so
Yeah.
I win-win.
there's
Well
that,
done.
Wrong again, Joey.
Damn it.
Nate, come on.
Keith literally said I'm not allowed to use it anymore. I'm not. He's yelled at me. I can't.
You can do
take
whatever
it.
you want. It's just
No. He's like, oh, we can't.
Video, if we're gonna
We
pull
need
any
video
clips from
clips,
this
yada
at all,
yada. Well,
I'm
we
still-
need video
we're probably
clips
not
that
gonna
no
pull
one's
any
gonna
video
edit,
clips.
no one's gonna post, and no one's gonna have time for it because we're double income, no kids, no one's got time.
No time.
No one's got time to edit any of
Ain't
these
nobody got
clips.
time for that.
This is gonna be a 6-hour podcast. I'm not even gonna have time to edit the actual
I think
thing that we have
everyone's
to
going to bed in the next
produce.
20 minutes.
I was still waiting for Huck Finn here to unmute.
I don't think that's happening.
Dude, what's happening?
gonna
Are
have
they
to
frozen?
They're gonna have to bring us on the Let's Get Stupid episode podcast. That should honestly be the easier ask because getting them on our podcast is not achievable. It seems like, but they can get us on theirs.
All right.
Hey, can we go to I don't know, maybe any like strongman meet directors that may be on right now, and maybe they could offer some insight.
Little mystery.
How to get strong,
info.
how to stay strong.
Something about a mystery implement, and I don't know, like some kind of
breaking news.
He's not going to tell you secrets. I'm telling you that right now.
Some kind of display board, maybe.
Something, yeah.
What's he doing with our stickers? Where they're going?
Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
Howdy. Welcome.
Matt, I do have a fun little tidbit for you
Hmm.
that when I made a post on Saturday about training with Mo, that I did accidentally spill the beans on what the mystery carry was, and Scance found it.
fuck's sakes.
They're back, baby!
Yeah. But it has been since deleted, so it's gone. It's forever in the ether. So you didn't get to learn it because you didn't watch my videos with audio on. And so yeah, that's tough. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you now because I did give an opportunity for sure.
I will send you 2 stickers if you tell me. You don't have to tell these guys, just tell me.
It's going to be worth a surprise.
Right.
It's worth a surprise.
We'll just have to wait till July. Not a problem. Not a problem.
All right, Jake.
Yeah.
Share your favorite moments or what you love about the Unpaid and Underrated.
And maybe this is recency bias, but it is. I have enjoyed all the poop stories, of course. I think that's the
so
highlight.
many poop stories.
Yeah, like
best.
British David's sticks out to me for sure.
The best.
With the Germans,
top 5.
That's always a solid. But Nate's poop story of both of his poop stories are.
Mine was not solid, just for the record.
I was gonna follow up with a solid joke. Yeah.
They're back. Damn it! You scared Big Boss Man.
My wife is in the background right now, just like
my wife
dying. She's absolutely dying right now.
My wife. Yep.
But yes, I've been telling so many people Nate's stories.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if we need that.
I think they're so funny.
That's why he's got all those new followers.
Was so I didn't get through the whole episode because listening to my own voice is a nightmare. Was his wolf voice in the episode? Did he include the wolf voice?
At the
It's
end.
it was in the end, I believe.
In the outro or in the post.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I guess it's not ringing a bell to me.
You mean this voice, Joey? You mean this voice? We're gonna find Ohio Jones and get the treasure. That's the voice.
That sounds like Lulu.
Okay, yes. Now I understand what you were asking. Yes, that voice I remember.
It doesn't sound anything like a wolf. How could he remember?
I know. I thought he was going to start howling or something.
Oh.
Yes, wolves do say aru. All right.
Yeah, awesome.
So no, you're not going to give us any insight.
No, I thought when Nate started sharing his screen, I thought he was going to show us the scoreboard, but I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be pretty awesome for anyone that's at home. Gym Con, Kurt's going to use it. And then shortly after that, me and Nate are going to get a speedboat because of all of the money that we're going to make off of this scoreboard.
Oh, I can't wait for that speedboat.
Yeah. Step 1, break even.
Boat, right?
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of scoreboard, if you're a strongman promoter, athlete, a person who likes strongman, head on over to strongmanscoreboard.com. Sign up for a small amount of money. Use code UNPAID. Maybe you'll save some money. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how to work this thing. But yeah, tell your friends, tell your family, strongmanscoreboard.com. It's the only thing I've ever done that's tried to make money. So help me make it because they don't pay me enough to edit this podcast.
We don't. We definitely do not pay you enough.
We're hemorrhaging money. So this business is failing. Hurry up.
We're definitely not getting anything, but we'll get there.
Thanks, awesome. Jake. I think we got time for like 3 more, and God, I hope Huck Finn over there can figure out his audio.
Is Mofo working out? Like, what is he doing?
No, he's literally lifting while he listens. I keep sending requests to Huck Finn there to unmute. He looks like he's prepared.
Looks like Mofo's finished his set. Oh yeah, he's on West Coast time, so he's got.
Yeah, want to go to Mofo? We got Mofo, Joey, Nathan.
Big Ben hasn't been on in several episodes. Just had,
here we go. Here we go.
Live, finally.
Finally.
Can you say something? Can you hear him?
Yeah.
We can finally hear you guys, dude.
Oh,
How do we pull this thing up? Shit, I pressed the wrong button again. Huh? I've never been on this
Zoom.
How do we see you guys?
On the screen?
Yeah, I wish I could.
I only see a little bitty on the corner there.
Hold on,
yeah, it's because
he's got to take another 20 minutes.
Oh no! All right, now that that's out of the way, I'll fix it.
There we go.
All right, everybody.
Holy hell! There's a bunch of people on here.
This is Huck Finn.
Nerds.
Yep, This is Huck Finn, everybody. I've been trying to get him on for like 4 weeks. Brought him on for the 2-year episode. Asked him to give us as much time as he can to just fucking roast us to the best of his knowledge.
Dude, you got to hear what just happened. First off, we got a new table out here. As you can see, I think maybe on this camera, whoop, wrong camera angle. Part of a table right there, right? Yep. I unhooked all my shit, rehooked it back up, I guess wrong. The mics worked, but we couldn't hear shit. So we fucked with that for a while. And I said, well, I can go get my AirPods. That will definitely work. I used those before. So I go back up to the house. Mrs. Barbell has already passed out with all the doors locked. Called her 7 times, no answer. Went to the Ring doorbell, no answer. Then I'm calling the girls. I'm like, girls, hey, Bear, let's go. Finally, one of them wakes up, runs down, lets me in my house, and I get the AirPods. Dude, it took, 40 fucking minutes for me to get on this goddamn podcast.
Well, we appreciate your patience.
Hey, that's no different than our co-host, Keith. So
what the hell did I miss?
We're celebrating our 2-year anniversary. We've been doing this every week. This podcast is based on the Massonomics podcast, so every one of these people are supporting members of the Massonomics podcast.
What is that supporting members thing, man? Those motherfuckers got some shit going now. These home gym nerds love it.
Roll 35 to 40 years old. Roll home gym nerds. There you go. That's the long and short of it.
$3 a month to gain 500 internet friends that become your real life friends at the Arnold. And
some guy's bench pressing. He's showing off.
If you saw the weight, you wouldn't be showing off.
No, he's
hit the weight.
Hey, Mr. Novice, calm down.
Fuck you.
Got him. Where's the horns? Where'd the horns go?
Lou's on there.
What?
Yep. Big Lou's here.
Oh, Lou Nutter's down there.
Lou Nutter's here.
Does he got a Huck Finn barbell shirt on? That's faded as shit.
I actually should have worn mine if I'd known you were coming.
God, if I knew it was going to be this kind of party, I'd have stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes.
That's why they were lumpy.
I don't know why. I was just like, I think Huck Finn should be a part of this. I don't know what really we could do here. I just really wanted to bring you in on this one because, like I said, I've been trying to get you here for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm a hard man. Like that Thursday, I was all prepared to go, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck, it's a goddamn draft. I'm not even doing my own podcast tonight. I can't do yours. I'm sorry, brother. I got to watch the damn draft for 3 days.
That's all right.
Go ahead. Where's who we missing on here? It seems like we're missing somebody.
Tanner was here.
Yeah, Tanner was here. Yeah.
Oh, that pussy.
If you could have just joined a little bit with some audio, you wouldn't have missed him.
Damn it! How long you guys been going?
This is our 2-year.
2 hours.
This is. Oh yeah,
we've been going for 2 hours
tonight.
We've been podcasting
for like
for 2
forever.
years.
Oh shit!
It's the longest recording.
Like 20 people in here. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Tanner was on until people started dropping F-bombs and he had his phone on with his family around and then he kind of had to go away. So
can you swear on this thing?
You can now, yeah.
Thank God. Piece of shit, Tanner.
Where'd Lou go?
I'm planning. Lou's gone, man. He's had enough. I'm planning a trip, a family trip. I was going to announce it live on here.
Let's hear it.
Out to South Dakota for this fucking event they're having in July.
What?
Yes. I've talked Mrs. Barbell into it, brother.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
If you guys follow me at all in the last couple, last week?
Yeah.
I benched like 415 or something. Everything is smooth. I'm like, hey, let's make a run at this motherfucker, dude. I feel like I got right now like 470 in me. So then Monday, I prepare a little bit too hard to put about 335 on the bar on the overhead press and tore my front delt off the bone.
Yeah, I saw that.
We saw that.
That was brutal. I fucking heard it. The YouTube video. You could hear the goddamn audio.
Yeah,
I wasn't watching that. I'm not watching that. That's gross.
I didn't want to post it, but I'm like, I gotta post it. Yeah. I came back out here and finished a YouTube video and fucking edited it that night. I'm like, it's not good. Going to the doctor Monday, hoping it's just the muscle torn away, which I think it is. I have full range of motion in the arm. I've done a full back workout yesterday. If that's the case, still might be surgery, still might not be. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out here next week. But I still plan on going out to the South Dakota Fest with the Massonomics guys, throwing a booth up then. We'll do something. and hang out with all you guys, and then travel to the Rocky Mountains from there. Because every year they have that. On my family trips, the only 2 weeks out of the year that we have available because the girls have softball until like 4th of July or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well,
talk to
there
the
we
old lady
go.
and hey, let's go out there. When we spend 2 days out there, be part of the trip and just fucking carry on after that,
That's incredible. If you
Breaking
compete,
news.
are you going to compete in powerlifting or strongman?
I was going to compete. I was going to try to bench again. 500 pounds there was the goal. I was talking to Price.
Nah.
And now after what happened here the other day, I don't even know if I'll be able to even bench here for the next couple of months. So we'll be there to drink beer, sling some. I got this home gym nerd t-shirt we're coming out with. Before that.
Shit, I have to buy another shirt? Like,
yeah, the home gym. It'll be only at this event, but the only time you can buy it. Right now, I kind of drew out something I liked by Crayon, and I sent it to my buddy Billy, who is going to make it a lot better. He when I need help on something, I mean, this is going to be a big shirt. I reach out to my tattoo artist, so he will finish the idea up, just like that power drinking shirt I just had out. So yeah, it'll be a limited edition home gym nerd shirt coming this July.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get my friends to buy that for me and send it to me. Damn it!
And Lou, of course, I party with Huck Finn Barbell. If you party with me, that shirt will probably be free, right?
Damn it!
But you got to party with me to get the shirt. You only a certain amount of people get that T-shirt.
You should unmute.
Is Lou talk? Is he having a?
Unmute Lou. Unmute Lou. All right, go ahead, buddy.
Is he unmuted? Can you talk? What do you got to say?
He can talk now.
Boss man's looking good. He's fucking looks like he's down some more weight, bud.
He's definitely not down more weight, but he is getting jacked.
Better tell Bossman those. He better call a plumber because those pythons are sick right now.
Look at these fucking tattoos, man. These old army tattoos he's got on him.
We don't want to hear those army stories. That was fucking. I don't want to hear those fucking orgy stories no more.
They remember.
God damn.
Yeah,
I've listened.
Yeah,
to every
Price's wife and daughter listened to that episode the next day.
Jesus Christ! Hope that couch felt good for a while.
Well, sorry, say something to the boys.
I was just thinking about our trip to where the fuck did we go? Was it South Dakota?
The Mastonomics. I mean, this guy's a professional camera guy. If you guys watch the video, he is awesome on the camera.
The home gym content, was perfect. Home gym con camera angles. That's good stuff.
Oh no, when he was at the home gym con,
that was Foreman. Good. Yeah, my bad. That was Foreman. It was it was the Mastonomics gym.
This guy
tour.
not so much.
That's right.
He had one job. He didn't record shit on that trip.
Yeah, why make a home gym when you can just make the gym your home?
Yeah,
that's very true. That's very true. I like that. That's what I love this place. Like Lou, you've been over to this compound here. I mean, the house is great. Everything's great, but I would much rather just live in my barn.
Oh, naturally.
I love the barn, especially this new desk, man. I'll just sit in a corner, just stare at it, drink beer, and just look at it.
Watkins special. He's got to get a website or something.
Dude, Watkins. That's what I told him, man. This is insane. The detail really cool on here and everything else. It's an 8-foot long desk. And you barely see Price.
Nah, he's on there. We're good.
Anybody else? Any home gym nerds on here drinking beer or anything or what?
Well, I'm drinking the beer, but
I got Tito's vodka and Mountain Dew is what I'm drinking right now.
Well, I got the Canadian beer that you turned down at the Arnold.
Right there.
Mountain Dew. I do.
Mountain Dew?
Yep.
Tito's.
Nice.
Jeez.
Mrs. Barbell already put herself to bed, so I'm going to have to put her to bed again when I leave the podcast. You know what I mean?
Here we go. All right, Huck. I appreciate you. Stick around. We're going to just join about 2 more people and then just talk about, what they love about this podcast. I'm going to leave you unmuted for a few minutes.
Well, hold on. What's going on? You're getting more people on here? Who are these other people?
Oh, well, we're going to get Nathan.
We've been asking the same thing. We have no clue who these people are.
Yeah.
If you could figure that out.
We've never heard of them before.
For real?
People just keep joining and it's absolutely insane. We don't know what's going on.
I put it out on Facebook public and just these random fucking losers keep joining.
Someone doxed us or something.
These are
what's this Daniel guy doing out in front of this house? He looks like a fucking gorilla or something. The fuck is he doing?
Why is it daylight there?
I don't know, man. He must be in fucking New Zealand.
Fucking Australia or something.
Yeah.
Livers heal up better outside, we hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Matt,
Big Keith Honeycutt.
Matt, who are we going to next?
Got a meme or two.
Do we want to go with Mr. Rock Pockets and then we'll maybe hit Mofo if he's not too busy benching?
Yeah, I'll start with Rock Pockets.
Rock Pockets.
Rock Pockets.
Hey, boys. Lot of great memories with Unpaid and Underrated. Winning that first contest was amazing. But for me, my number one still has to be trolling Keith with a present.
What'd you send him? Yes.
Buy me a goddamn bench prop, you fucker. That's awesome.
Last December, I messaged Keith out of the blue and I say, hey, could you send me your address? We wanted to send you a holiday card. I know it's a little bit late, but wanted to get that out there. And we did send him a holiday card, but we also sent him a bench adapter so he could stand his bench upright.
I've been waiting to see who that was for 5 months. That is.
I knew who it was the whole time.
Well done.
I couldn't say anything.
That's a good long running joke. I thought it was Carp the whole fucking time. So that was great. Thank you.
Oh, I told you it was Carp a couple of times.
Oh, I'm sure. That's awesome. Yeah, no, that actually is hysterical. Thank you very much. That is good. I use that quite often.
I thought for sure you were gonna figure it out since I was well, I don't know, maybe other people asked for your address, but I'd asked for your address a week before.
Everybody's got Keith's address at this point.
I think I've doxed myself multiple times, and I literally don't have no issue giving it out. So when you have
anyway, I was planning to tell you a lot earlier, but Joey thought it was funnier to let you stew.
Yeah,
that is good stuff.
I did say that.
That is a good one. I'm glad we.
Well, actually, specifically, Joey said, "I don't know what you're talking about. Let him stew."
Let him be mad for a bit. Yeah.
Guy's naked down the
that was a good practical joke for sure.
Fucking his old lady.
What? Who's fucking his old lady?
Scott Dead's hook grip. What's something's going on down there? What the hell's going on down there?
All right. Well, I'll turn it over to the next person in rotation.
Thanks, Joe.
We call that shit, huh?
Thanks, Joe. I love you.
Dodds has got that John Wayne toilet paper. Don't take no shit off of nobody.
Rough and tough.
Is he at a bar? What the fuck? He's fucking jerking off at a bar.
All right, can you unmute him just to see what he's doing? I
don't want to unmute that.
We should unmute him, yeah.
Are we unmuting Dodds here?
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Do it
Big
Scotty Dodds.
My friend. So Huck Finn is here.
He's still muted.
You've got to.
Oh, he's got to do it.
Yeah, you've got to request the unmute. So Huck Finn is here. Me, Nate, Keith are here. Trond is here. Everybody's here, man. So tell us about what you love about Unpaid and Underrated, and also where the fuck are you?
Yeah, what are you in a bar? Drunk?
Everybody talks about their poop stories, so I'm taking a poop at work right now.
Work? Where the hell do you work at?
This might be the first person to actively be taking a shit while on our podcast. So that is
on any podcast.
Number one Massonomics supporter. Number one taking a shit on you and you for the first time. That is
more like number two, if you ask me.
Well,
everybody's got a poop story. I need my own poop story.
This is great. Just don't drop your phone. Man. Just do not.
Well, Scott, where do you work?
Be very careful with the camera angles. I don't want to see your dog.
I work at a factory that makes medical supplies.
Medical.
Yeah.
That sounds weird. Where are you at? What state?
Michigan.
Oh my god!
Don't they make cars?
They make cars there. That's true. Never seen a guy shit live on air. That's pretty good. How's it feel?
I think we can.
It's gonna be very refreshing.
I figured it was fitting for the podcast 2-year anniversary.
Yep. That is, the number two.
At first, I
valid
point. Number two.
Let me go ahead and
mute. First, I thought he was fucking a girl or something.
All right, Dodds. We'll let you get back to it, buddy. We'll let you.
Good push, Scott.
Pushing.
Good push.
I just want to hear a nice big grunt from Scott. Just
Mofo was on last week. I want to see if Big Ben's got anything to say. We haven't heard from Ben.
Yeah, please. Actually, that's a great. He's been waiting very patiently.
Been a while.
It's been while.
Hey.
Howdy.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, guys?
Good, man. Are you in the red light district?
Red light therapy bite, baby.
Oh, there we go.
Fucking Big Lou's in the shitter now too.
Damn it, Lou.
Brother, I thought that was your bed. Looks like his bathroom.
My life.
Big Ben
Where I
left.
was.
Big Ben.
No,
is-
I'm here.
Just
Big
talk,
Ben's
buddy. We
here.
don't have to say it. It's fine. Just talk.
There
All
we
right,
go.
Ben.
There he is.
All right, you got any memories that stand out, and just overall what it's added to your life, etc.
Oh, adding to my life, just a lot of entertainment and listening to the stories from the crew. Just keep making connections I never would have made before. So, and I'll never forget when you said "eat your ass" on the podcast.
Yeah.
In response to nothing. And
No.
like we didn't say anything. Keith went on a big long rant. No one even responded yet, and Keith just started coming at us for saying nothing to him.
It was well. Get attacked for 2 years, left and right. And
how do you like this food? If you don't like this food, you can eat my ass. And everybody was like,
didn't even.
What the fuck, dude?
What kind of podcast is this?
What's going on?
I know. Sorry, Huck. You probably
shit. The other
Oh
guy's eating
my
ass.
god!
Look at that down in the corner, Tommy DeFay.
Tommy DeFay is here.
I got him.
Now it says Ryan Sherbert.
Holy shit!
Let unmute now.
Oh, there he is. There's him.
Yeah, he's getting permission to unmute.
We are.
Still muted.
Oh, now can I talk?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, please.
You guys let Huck fit on this show?
I mean,
yeah, it really went downhill,
we were
Tommy.
waiting for you the whole time. You know.
Oh man!
Goddamn home gym nerds.
That's what
Never
we
seen
do.
so many in my life.
Yeah.
Wait till July.
One guy's taking a shit. Yeah, wait till July is right.
We lost Dodds. So Big Tommy, we appreciate you coming on
Of
the
course,
podcast.
we lost
Dots
Dodge.
fell
He's
in.
pooping. He's
pooping.
literally
He probably washed his phone in the toilet.
Keith's so upset. Scott turned his camera off because he's pooping. He's naked. Keith, you pervert. You dirty pervert.
I was telling that to Tommy in case he was looking on the screen for Scott shitting. Let's move on.
Fucking weird, man.
All right.
I know.
Big Tommy, welcome to Unpaid and Underrated. Glad to have you.
Thanks for having me.
We know you are a longtime listener, a big consumer of Unpaid and Underrated.
Yeah, first time caller.
Yeah. You know, I know you've listened to a handful of episodes from some of the homies. Anything stick out to you, or just in general? You kind of have Tanner's perspective of like, you know, not necessarily the same as all the other crew. So like, just in general, what's you and you kind of?
I guess what I would say that sticks out to me is not to knock you guys, but I did not think you would have this longevity. You know, a lot of people start podcasts. Most people don't follow up with podcasts. So props to you guys for what's this, like episode 25 or 30 something?
200.
200, episode 200.
Episode 200.
Yeah, whatever. They're all the same. It's all the same. But no, so props to you guys. That is a very big accomplishment. And like I said, when most people say they're starting podcasts, they don't even get to 10. So I'm very, very impressed that you guys managed to stick it out this long and keep pumping out the hits.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, episode 104 going
Thanks,
strong.
brother. I appreciate that. I've quit the Let's Get Stupid show. I am no longer a part of that or affiliated with that. I am now on this show from now on, co-hosting.
Huck Finn's joining every week just to figure out what the hell is happening here.
Yes.
He's not allowed to listen to the podcast. He only can consume it by being on the podcast. It's official rule.
Exactly.
Most
people are not shitting
I don't
every
know why
week.
my name's Karen Finn, but that's cool too.
Taryn. All right, Tommy. Amazing to have you.
Yeah, I was hoping I had to go catch some dinner tonight, so I was hoping I would make it back in time and catch you guys. So I'm glad
we definitely should not be here this late. This is kind of stupid.
Well,
we've been teasing Mofo here for like the last half hour.
He's edging.
He's edging. Mofo is edging. And in all fairness, Mofo's been on almost. Mofo and Nate actually are the last ones to get to. So what we're doing, Tommy, is we're just having people come in and talk about what they love about Unpaid and Underrated. Okay. So should I go Mofo first?
He's rowing right now.
Nate's got Nate's on the East Coast, so go Nate.
Okay, go Nate. I did ask Mofo to unmute.
It's literally like 6 o'clock for Mofo.
Dodds off the shitter.
Let's both of them go.
Did out of curiosity, did Tanner ever show up?
Yes.
Oh, he did.
Got off real quick.
I think I dropped F-bombs in front of his like toddler children because I couldn't see the screen and realized that he was right next to his family and Mary, so I kind of felt like an ass after that. But And 30 people on the screen. It's kind of hard.
And
Dodge is
Scott's
firing
just
up the hibachi.
Scott is blowing
He's
stuff
shitting.
up. Like, what are you doing?
Get his pants on. He's got fucking fire.
Teriyaki chicken, please, Dodds.
Scott is the same person at work as he is at home. Then it looks like.
So I've unmuted Nathan and Mofo at the same time. Matt, please direct this properly.
How do you want me to do that? Like everybody.
Matt, you haven't roasted anyone in a while.
Our favorite part is making other people do stuff on our podcast.
I roasted Lou. That's enough.
Come on.
We've done enough. You contribute.
Tommy's like, what the fuck did I get into?
Mr. Mofo.
Mofo, what's going on? What do you like most about the podcast?
Oh, like the fact that they teach you about how to get strong, stay strong, and use your strength. Oh,
wrong podcast.
That's economics. Sorry.
Wrong
What are you
podcast.
talking about again?
Wrong again, Mofo.
What's Unpaid and Underrated about?
Nobody knows.
Is it?
I don't even know.
Least
It's been on
fun
like
or
5 times. I don't even know yet.
Guy's got a good mustache.
He does. He really does.
Beautiful girl.
It's faking. That looks like a fake mustache, though.
But genuinely, though, Aaron, anything you want to share? Anything you want to appreciate?
I think he's getting nervous. Put him on the spot.
No,
Two and a half hours to
He's
think about
freezing
it.
up.
No, obviously, I've always appreciated the fact that it's a good way for us to get to know more crew, getting everybody on. There's been a lot of funny moments. Definitely a lot like the random episodes that I've gotten to be on too, since I've now done 3 of them with the draft, the review podcast, and then I guess the last one, and then the one that just dropped this week too. So, but there's been a lot of good ones, a lot of good poop stories. Glad we got to see a live one now. So
I can't believe
that's there in the ether.
Now I guess I do have to pull a video because I wasn't planning on it, but now I might have to. Sorry to interrupt. Yep.
Thanks, Aaron. All right, Nate. I think you're the last one we got to get to, buddy.
Well, there's people that just don't have their video going. So if any, throw it in the chat if anyone has a 90 seconds or less. That they
My friend, we are at like 4 hours. We gotta freaking relax.
We're barely over 2.
Keith, see if we can get anyone else to join.
Yeah.
Send out to your 6,000 contacts.
I think we need
I'm gonna go wake up
60
Stephanie.
people.
Get her.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
Stephanie
haven't
on.
got. I've got a couple games prepared too, so just buckle up.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh boy.
Nate, no, you are muted, my friend.
You're still, yeah.
All right.
Dude, this guy does not know how to use audio. Who do you think he is, Tom?
Yeah, suck Finn.
Turned on. Sorry. Turned on.
Oh, is it Saturday?
Nice. All right.
Like Big Matt looks like he's stuck in the fucking 80s or something, or 90s.
Yeah. Well, follow him on
Looks like a
Instagram,
fucking
you'll see the
high
same
school
thing.
picture back then.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna pull down the hair now.
Show him your pants.
Show him
Pull
your
his pants
pants.
down. What the hell kind of show is this?
We got boobs, we got short shorts. Got everything in the show.
Where's he sitting? Where are you at? A bathroom too?
Background looks like a trap.
I wish.
I know it does. Right? We are live.
Yes, this is what you would call live in the Unpaid and Underrated.
Oh,
Is this how many guys you always have on this fucking show or what?
No, this is
God, no. It's
the
normally only
format of our-
3
We
or
pared it
4
down
of
for
us.
this one.
The format
Who's the
of
3 or 4 of you guys?
Yeah,
so
but this
me-
was the
so Joey and Keith Honeycutt we're the host. We interview people in Massonomics crew.
See how he said
Just
his
so
last
Tanner and
name, so
Tommy-
you know.
Yeah.
It's because he knows
Yeah.
who I am. You fuck.
No, he has no clue.
Big bragger.
Yep.
Sometimes, probably. Everyone has some faults, so it is what it is.
Because you two guys, and then once in a while you interview a couple other guys every week.
Every single week, basically, we interview one of the 500 supporting members of Massonomics. So they give Tanner and Tommy $3 a month, and if they're lucky, they get to be on our podcast, and then people get to hear them tell their story. And we'll interview.
That's the smartest business fucking move I think I've ever heard.
It is for
Besides
them,
fucking
but
cutting up goddamn horse stall mats. Jesus, man.
Yeah,
These guys.
There they are. Speak of the devil.
I was pretty like, how the hell did I not think of something like that?
I was-
Cutting up horse stall mats for fucking coaster.
Yep. It's almost too
Genius
good of an
marketing there,
idea.
brother. I
Their
like
whole
that.
big where they got the edge on you, Huck. I think it's just the community they built. Like you guys have got a lot of followers and stuff, but like not having a Discord or somewhere where you can kind of draw everyone into at one place, it's hard to really kind of like find your audience, you know.
That's the home gym nerd thing. I don't even know what a Discord was.
Yeah. Well,
you know, I still don't know what that is. Somebody told me that the other day. Hey, I shared your pre-workout in my Discord. I was like, what the fuck is that?
It takes a while. But it's not that hard. I mean, if you could figure out Instant Messenger in the 90s, you can figure out Discord, I think.
But they're not
I didn't figure that out. I ended up being in those lesbian chat rooms all the time. Had to be a woman, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna bring in Nate. I'm gonna bring in Nate. Big Nate, of course.
Is Dodds at work right now? What's going on with his video there?
So Dodds traditionally is at work.
Took a shit.
And he just walks us through his
Oh
day.
yeah.
He took a shit, lit something on fire, and now he's fucking all dressed up like he's delivering a baby.
So Nate Green, we still can't hear you, buddy.
Nate,
you're unmuted. You're just not getting anything.
I'm gonna have to get this Discord.
Text
Mine, I don't know.
an audio file, and we can just add it in.
What's that?
Because we got
Verde, talk again. No,
I don't think it's gonna work tonight.
I thought he said something. Never mind.
We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just text us a soundbite, Nate. We'll get you.
Well, I know we unmuted you, but we still can't hear you, buddy. But yeah, just send us a text message.
Nate's doing sign language right now, and I'm actually in.
Is that better?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Fuck Lugo, that pussy fucking took off once fucking Tommy got on here.
Scared him.
It was the scared of the hair.
Must have been. Hey, what did you home gym nerds think about us spending the night 24 hours in the Massonomics gym?
Was it 24 hours or was it like 48 hours?
I think it was like 56.
I think it was like 12 hours.
It was a long fucking time, dude.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain those hours escalated every time you mentioned that.
I think it was 78 hours in the Massonomics gym, dude.
I didn't think it was going to happen. I was pretty impressed. Man,
dude, we took on the town too.
Yeah, I was really hoping I'd see some town footage in that vlog, but you guys kept that secret.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing we didn't have the town footage that vlog. I might have been divorced.
No lamplighter.
Wild women up there in South Dakota, man.
No lamplighter in Aberdeen.
Yeah, but there are some pretty wild bars up there.
Well, I know we've been there.
Well, you got to do something while you're in Aberdeen.
Fucking Lou drove us to a fucking gas station. You had like 4 hamburgers, gas station hamburgers.
Well, you've been there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, then you fucking were up all night. Oh god, that was a hell of a night. Hell of a 78 hours.
Driving home was awful.
Driving home was not fun.
Yeah.
No. And we made that Massonomics tour, whatever gym tour.
Yep.
The price was very good on the camera, as you can see.
Yeah, I could tell. I watched it.
And then after that, fucking we drove home like 13 hours, fucking eating Casey's pizza all the way home.
Yeah. Well, it's a really scenic drive though, so.
It's one of the worst drives of all time.
Did you break the news to anyone at Massonomics that you already told us? There's the perfect opportunity to let Tommy know what you shared with us a few minutes ago. About your summer plans.
Yes, I think I've talked to Mrs. Barbell into coming out there in July as part of our annual family trip. We'll be spending 2 days here in an RV.
Okay. Do we got the breaking news sticker? Was that
Aberdeen?
Well, damn. That's
So the plans are very loose right now, but she is on board.
So are you guys would you go out west to the hills and keep the train going? Is that the plan?
That's the plan. We go out.
I couldn't think of a better family trip than that.
That's what I told her. She's finally agreeing to it, dude.
Yeah.
And the plan originally was for me to bench out there, right?
Yep.
That's why I took 4 1/4 last week. Everything was smooth. And then I threw my delta off the bone on Monday.
Was that is that the actual diagnosis? I didn't hear what the.
No, I've not got a diagnosis yet. Okay. I'm going Monday, so we should figure a lot of stuff out here Monday.
Boy. Well, I'm hoping for the best for you.
God. Same here, brother. I've been going to fucking prison every day. It's not been fun.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Still going to work, still training. I've been training through it. I did a back workout, did it today for bench, and I did arms for fucking an hour and a half. But I'll be all right. Just a minor bump in the road. It's happened before, man.
Yep.
All right. I need one more chance to give Big Nate Green his opportunity to talk about us. Oh my fucking God.
I've been looking forward to hearing from him.
Me too.
Where's Big Nate?
He's won a competition that he did with us. Let's see if his microphone is working yet.
Competition? What kind of competition is that?
It ain't working, so I think.
He won the cartwheel competition. We actually did
Can we see you do a cartwheel real quick? Can we get that on camera?
Oh God!
I would if I could. My
He's gonna go do the.
You only need one arm to do a cartwheel.
Boss man, can you do a cartwheel?
Boss man can do it. There we go.
Oh, Nate, go!
Damn, that's pretty impressive. There he goes again. Fucking guy must have been a cheerleader.
Kimball.
You got
I just
home
wish
gym
his
nerd cheerleaders on the
microphone. I just wish his microphone would work.
That's good. We can do it.
How does he not know how to run the mic?
Can you hear me now?
Oh my God!
The AirPods.
Yeah,
Right.
AirPods every time. That's always the problem.
AirPods every time.
You're the last one we've been waiting to hear from, man.
Well, that's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
I should go to the bathroom, maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat the guy who was shitting, man. I don't think he can do that.
Scott.
Flexing now. We did do a cartwheel.
Did you just see the one, or did you see them both?
I saw both of them. I was very impressed, brother. You're gonna have to get on my Discord, the Huck Finn Barbell Home Gym Nerd Discord coming next week.
Excellent home gym nerd. I'm there. Total home gym nerd.
Boss Man's gonna be hosting
right
the
now.
show.
Look at this.
Yeah, we have 2 members, Boss Man and maybe Nathan.
All right,
full of
Nate.
beer?
Come on, buddy.
No, I got the Diet Mountain Dews.
Where's the real?
Everybody's showing off Diet Mountain Dews tonight. We need the Tito's with it, brother.
Hey, here's a little known fact that the way I understand, the guys who made Mountain Dew made it because they wanted a mixer. They wanted something to mix into their.
That is a true story, Nate. Moonshine. Where are you from?
Tennessee, of course.
Tennessee.
I know about
what part?
Moonshine. Yeah, I'm not on the East Coast. Whoever said that?
What part of Tennessee? Nate, what part of Tennessee are you from?
Memphis.
Memphis is the worst part of the state, man.
That's right.
Get your ass back. Get your ass to Eastern Tennessee.
Yeah, that's where it's beautiful out there with Chris and Beltfed.
Those guys on here?
They're
around.
They're competition of Pioneer Fitness.
Carp was over there.
Pioneer Belt.
I'll be in Athens, Tennessee again here soon. I go out there and train a lot in Cleveland, Tennessee. Used to train in Oak Ridge with that one idiot, but he left.
That's all east. Is that east?
Yeah. My in-laws live in Athens, Tennessee.
Where is that?
In between
they have really good
Knoxville and Knoxville and Cleveland there on that interstate.
Oh, okay. 40?
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
I've been drunk on the interstate many times. Not proud.
One of the things I didn't get to mention on the podcast was the day of my wedding. I actually pooped myself, and I don't think we really talked about it.
Shit your pants.
I'm sorry. It was the dinner beforehand.
Yeah,
it was the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah,
it was the rehearsal dinner.
Would you get nervous?
I don't. Well, it was some bubble guts, and I was at a place where I wasn't used to going, and I was at the Agri Center here in Memphis, which there's some camping and things, and I had to basically go to one of those vault toilets where it's just the giant poop hole in the ground.
Oh, I like those. Yeah.
I was running there to try to make the deal happen, and I didn't quite make it to.
Oh my God! What did your fucking fiance say?
Well,
they didn't get
you guys
married.
are the first ones to know.
Yeah, that was
it from everyone else before this. Yeah, I should have. Well, she's my fiance at the time. I probably should have sent her a note and said, "Hey, you got to clean these up. We need to earn your keep around here."
Left them on the counter like Nate did.
Good heart.
Do you have sex that night after you shit your pants?
No. Fiance, not wife.
I hope you cleaned yourself up. God damn.
All right, Nate, let's get on track, buddy. Unpaid and Underrated podcast. What do we mean to you? Any one thing that stuck out to you? Bring us home.
Come on, you just told a great story, Big Keith. He's on track.
I was trying to land the plane right there.
God damn, I think you did. I mean, I don't think you have a better story than that.
Yeah, I'm tapped out. I'm done. Put me back on mute.
And yeah, you might as well mute this motherfucker now.
Nah, just give him 10 seconds as Michael stop working again.
Yeah, I'll mute himself.
You should say goodbye, Price, if you're leaving.
Love you. Thanks, Nate. All right. Who's not muted? Who is muted? I got this.
See you,
All
buddy.
right. Yeah.
Later, boss man.
Oh. All right.
There he goes.
So that was a lot.
I think we hit everybody. I'm trying to look like there's no more participant. Like, Carp, yeah. Outside of Carp, but he probably can't.
All right, guys. If Boss Man's out, I guess that's my cue to leave too. So,
right.
We're kind
Tommy,
of a package deal.
Tommy,
You get
whoa,
the
whoa,
both
whoa,
of us.
whoa.
Tommy's leaving. You know what that
Before
means.
Tommy leaves,
You know what that means.
Don't start with your fucking horns.
Oh,
fucking
Tommy. You son of a bitch. Hey, Tommy, thank you for joining us. Honestly,
Yeah, congrats, guys. Keep it going,
man.
we did it.
Thanks for joining us, brother.
And
I'll
we
be on here
only
next
did
week.
it. We only did it because of you guys, right? Like this is our
Well,
podcast.
I mean, you did it because you did it. I mean, maybe we were some inspiration, but at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that did it. So props to
Put a
you.
lot of work into this, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate
All right.
that as well.
What's see most of you in
Lift hard, yeah.
2.5 months.
79 days.
I'll see you in a couple days there,
But
Tommy.
who's counting, right?
I'm just, I wish the pizza place was closer than 4.5 hours away. I might have actually came down Sunday, but I don't know if it's worth a 9 hour.
Yeah, then you'd have to meet me. How terrible would that be?
Oh, he's avoiding meeting you again.
literally
See, there it is. Yep.
You don't.
First, Tommy and Tanner avoid me. Now Keith. It's all terrible.
Get a better home gym. They'll be
Oh,
there.
they have chicken parm though. I hear they have chicken
Home gym
parm.
nerds.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, good night, Tommy. Appreciate
We'll see you
help
later.
out, brother.
Thanks, Tommy.
See you, Tommy.
We're gonna land this.
We're gonna land this,
long.
all right, brother? Hey, what days you guys on? Because I'm gonna have to free up some time.
This is a really silly podcast.
You guys usually do it Thursdays?
Yeah, well, the thing
Every
is,
Thursday.
you need I'm gonna solicit you to get us on Let's Get Stupid in the future, or the Huck Finn Barbell Show at some point.
How many can
you know?
we bring on? You know,
Well, I mean,
It's
I'd
not
probably bring on
normally
four,
this
I think.
wild.
I think
It's
just
not
Keith
normally
and
this
Joey would
wild,
be
yeah.
fun.
yeah.
I could shoot.
I don't think I could fit 20 motherfuckers on the show. I tried. Jesus Christ, I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't think there was gonna be 20 guys out here.
I've been trying to get you.
Is this the first time
on,
you've been
and
stuck with 20 guys, Tom?
Yeah, first time.
Not in prison.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, several times in prison.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking weird as hell, man. I didn't even know. I've never used Zoom. I don't think. I think I used it a couple years ago. I had no idea who I get on here. What I did was I copied and pasted that link you got me from my phone to the computer. Then obviously we had audio problems, but next time I'll be prepared, brother.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things I've been trying to get you on, and I know you had fun and would have fun. Sorry. But like, I know me and you drink together at the Arnold every time I'm there. We've had so much fun. And I've been trying to bother you to get here. God, I'm fucking exhausted.
No, listen, I'll come back on again, especially if you guys this guy's got shitting on the show. Live shitting, guys lighting himself on fire. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
This was a one and only kind of wild party.
It's always this stupid.
The 4-year podcast.
Let's get stupid.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 78 hours, man.
God damn. Yeah, it's like just people keep coming on and coming off. They go to sleep, come back on.
Yeah.
The longest podcast of all time.
That's what we're shooting for.
Jesus. All right, boys. Well, I got to get the hell out of here. I got to go back to prison here in about 6 hours.
Night, Tom. Thanks, buddy.
Wrap it up.
Thanks,
See
Finn.
You're not coming to Home Gym Con, are you, this year?
I might be.
Well, we'll see you there if you do.
I'm looking for teepees right now in that region.
In Louisville. There you go.
All right, okay, bye.
We'll see you this summer.
Louisville. Okay, bye.
All right, you know what that means.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Whoever did that was pretty good.
Obsidian Mona. Fuck.
Yeah,
City
my
of
wife just
Obsidian.
walked in and just went, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Because I've been laughing my ass off for like the last 25 minutes.
That was a good one.
Welcome to 2 years, guys. Welcome to 2 years. Congratulations, she says.
You know where to find us. You know where to do it. You hit our affiliates. Go find us. See you next Tuesday.
Is any of this usable? Are we going to be able to use any of this?
Need to re-record.
I forgot to hit record the whole time.
I don't know what to do with anything that just happened. Is Carp just been outside the whole time?
He's been waiting for us.
He's been laying in the street.
Let's let Carp talk if he wants to. We'll switch.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's
hear
up,
me?
buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Yep. So
Hey, man, I know it's
It's
over,
the
but
post-show.
took the dog out and kids are asleep. So I just want to say, man, every Tuesday when I turn on the phone and see you guys podcast on there, I know I got a lot of windshield time ahead of me. So I always know that my friends are going to be there and it's going to be a good day. no matter what else happens. So appreciate you guys doing the podcast. I feel like Keith and Joey really got their stride there after about 20 episodes, and it's been fun ever since, man. I'm all the way to the original backlog, so I've watched or listened to every episode. So just thankful for what you guys do, and I appreciate you guys.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate
and
you.
all the crew.
So as someone that's that did the whole backlog, what's the funniest thing that sticks out to you? Anything?
I muted him, you fucking dick. Hold on. Relax.
I'm going to ask the follow-up question. I want both answers.
I Shaboot.
It's all good.
I sent him on mute.
There he is.
And there were so many answers from people in our thing that I just didn't get to. I read Garrett's, but there were so many other answers.
Funny thing. What was funny, Carp?
I think the Joey trolling you with the bench prop thing. I tried to hint that it was me along. I
you
didn't
knew
know
it was.
I didn't know it was him, but I knew it wasn't me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I knew it wasn't me, so I was like, I thought about sending you a second one just to see, but never actually did that. But I was like,
great.
man, somebody should send him a second one, and then they're just showing up everywhere. But yeah, that's trolling, and then Keith just getting randomly mad when his jokes don't land all the time. But I'll still think you're funny, buddy.
I thank you. I know they're funny, so that's all that really matters.
Hong Kong.